there's the camera. Welcome to CKSK, the Chad Kubanoff Studio Kitchen. I'm Chad Kubanoff. This is my studio kitchen. Today we are cooking the comments. Last week we had a super chat from Mr. Gerard telling us to make a Vietnamese tapas. Let's hear. Been on here before, but let's do a Spanish tapas with a Vietnamese fusion. Very excited to do this today. Very excited. So we are streaming on TikTok over there, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. If you're watching on TikTok, you're going to see this camera and this camera only. So if you want to see all the other cameras going on, you might want to try one of the other platforms just previously mentioned. And if you're having troubles with the audio, you can check out another platform previously mentioned. But if you love this angle, just stay right there. No problem. Also, I can read everyone's chats regardless of whatever platform you're on. So I will making sure that I get in the chats. I see all your comments. If you say something and I miss it, just say it again and I will get back to it. Okay? We got my son Tree over here doing dishes, organizing numbers. So if you see a little random kid in the background, he's mine. And then we got Mr. Victory himself, I had a whole intro for you. The perfect producer. I don't have a thing for him yet, but I'm going to get there for him. He's awesome. He's back there. Mr. Victory, Mr. Tang over there. We got a camera angle for him. Look at his setup. He's unbelievable. Okay. Oh, what's up? Tree Wins in the chat. What's up, Tree? You haven't been in Vietnam in like a month or something. It's probably time to come back. Okay. Today we're going to make 4 different tapas. I think it's going to be really exciting. But I'll tell you what let me rephrase that. Something I get really upset about is people just cut things up small and call it tapas. Like once tapas spread throughout the world as a movement or a way to serve food, now everything is tapas if you just cut it up small. So today, for our Vietnamese tapas, we're not going to just take Vietnamese food and cut it up small. We're going to be inspired by the Spanish classics and focus on that, and then just put a little Vietnamese fusion, a little sprinkle in there to try to keep it in the tapas atmosphere, to keep it as authentic as possible. That's the idea. And we're making 4 today, although sometimes 4 doesn't work well in a YouTube title, so we're going to say 3 plus a bonus. 3 tapas plus a bonus, 1 video, mind blown. I'm pretty excited. We're going to get started.
Using the right weight matters. The body.
What? Okay, the producer's fired. Never mind. He's not the perfect producer anymore. At what point does this become economically unfavorable? I don't know what you're talking about. Me? I'm all right. Why are we not looking straight at him? Because this camera's looking straight at me, Mr. Who's that? Alexander. And sometimes TikTok works properly and works with all of our systems. And sometimes we have to do an on-the-fly camera angle, which is you over there. But if you want to see the straight ahead, you got to go to the other thing. It's really annoying. TikTok's really annoying when we're trying to live stream. So normally you would see me straight ahead, but we have to do an on-the-fly fix for TikTok today. There was one more thing I saw. Any update on the new stream soundtrack? No, but we will get there. What I did do today is I put it on random. So at least we won't know the same songs coming after each other. And today I will, when I get home, add some more for sure. Thomas is boring. What's your favorite slur to call an employee? That's such a good question. That's a great question. Let me think. Nothing's really come to mind. Maybe just like, come on ass, let's go, move your ass. That's probably what I would say, move your asshole. Or maybe an idiot sandwich, you know, classic. I think my favorite that I got called, I always loved when my chef said, move it, you effing bitch. And I was like, yes, chef. Yes, chef. Yes, chef. That worked for me. That always got my ass moving in gear. But I'll think about that, see if I get you a better question. Homeboy looks like Justin Timberlake for what? I'll take it. Oh my God. All right, let's just get into this so we can do it. Did you end up signing the lease for the new spot? No. No, we didn't sign the lease yet. We were there. We had a few things we wanted to, what's that called? Like, not compromises. A few things we need to drill. No, we need to drill a hole for the plumbing. There's a few things we need to do, put new railings in. She agreed to all that, so that wasn't a problem. The issue is, there's like 4 or 5 bed frames in the building. And she said we can use them or not use them, but she wants to leave them there. So there's this giant pile of... Okay. Tang, what are you doing, bro? There's this giant pile of bed frames, like giant pile of wood in the house. And she wants to leave them in the house as part of the contract. We said, and we're gonna be living there for years. And it's a huge thing. It takes up half a room. And we were hoping to compromise in some way that, hey, you can leave it here for a month or two while you find a better place to store it. Or we'll sell it for you and give you the money, like if you don't want to be involved. We're waiting to hear back if she accepts those terms. I hope so. We want the spot, but like I can't agree to live next to a giant pile of wood for 2 or 3 years. That seems crazy to me. Okay, what? That's so disrespectful to you. I think you mean the way my chef would communicate. I didn't find it disrespectful. I didn't. I found it as just kitchen talk. That was kind of how that was. We always used to say salt the slugs so they would move faster. I never heard that. That's terrible. And I never put salt on a slug either. I think putting salt on a slug is evil. Never did that. Why? Is this your restaurant? No, this is just my studio. All right, let's move. Time to cook. I agree with you, Toby. I agree, Toby. Let's do it. All right. We're going to make 4 things. These 4 things are going to be, we're going to do piece by piece because there's a lot of different steps, and then we're going to serve all 4 at the same time, try them at the end, see which one's the best. Or should I say, we're going to try all 3 plus the bonus at the same time. Well, we got a lot of cool stuff. I think we have the potential for some very cool dishes and maybe even a banger or 2 in this mix. Okay. All right, so one of the things that, when I'm thinking about Spain, something I always think about is croquettes or croquetas, specifically ham. We're going to work on that today. We're going to make a different kind of croquetas. We're going to make a spring roll croquette, or you could say a jiao croquette. So for that, when I think of a Vietnamese spring roll or Vietnamese jiao, classic to me is going to be pork, taro, carrot, ear mushroom. That's it. So that's what we're going to start with. That's going to be the base for our croquette. And we'll put that together in a second. So let's shred this up. So happy to have my new food processor. Pretty amazing. Okay. Blitz this stuff. Let's do the carrot first. So since this is all going to go in a croquette, I want to kind of have everything small pieces. So we're going to throw everything through the food processor. Okay, God, I'm so happy to have this thing now. I'm so happy. Here, TikTok, I'll give you a better view. I'll try to be more aware of giving you a good shot, moving that camera around. If I forget, just throw it in the chat and remind me, yo, turn on, move your camera. Okay, cool. All right, let's blitz the carrot first. We're going to shred the carrot. It's going to be a little bit hard for me to judge proportions, but I think just 1 carrot's going to work out for us. Cool. Pretty fast and easy to peel a carrot when you got a peeler. Can I do it? You ready? Okay, here we go. On, low, spin. Oh, here we go. In. Easy. I'll eat that. Okay, I'm going to take this out. I think I said the word first, didn't I? Tank told me never say first when we're doing a video because it ruins his editing. Sorry. Back on. Let's spin the taro.
You can say it.
Hmm?
You say it. Say it.
Say what? We're
First.
spinning the taro. You want me to say first? I thought you said don't say first.
In the dish itself.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. All right, bad idea to eat a carrot on live stream. No more carrots.
Why is that?
Because I'm chomping. I'm chomping like a horse. Where does the main source of income come from? Is it social media or being a chef? Calvin, social media. It depends. Right now my life is pretty flexible. Whatever I focus on is how I'm going to make the most money. I try to focus on the social media aspect to make the income. So that's where most of the money's coming from. If I wanted to focus on food tours or private dinners, that would be the main source of income. And that's actually probably more lucrative for the immediate, but doesn't have the best long-term, I don't think it's the best long-term strategy. But I can always do that for little bursts of income. If I really need to make certain money for certain things, I can do that. What's up?
$100 super chat.
$100 super chat from CJ. CJ Vigner, whoa! Love the show. Finally able to catch it live with my schedule. I have to request pork sauce picante again, Viet style. You got it. You got it. My goodness, our days are rolling over here. Monday, we've already decided that we are making Vietnamese sushi. That has already been voted on, declared. A request from my father, which you guys already agreed with and supported. And now we got Wednesday done too. Fantastic. All right, CJ. I'm going to do some research. I'm going to try to do that out well for you. Fantastic. Thank you. Frozeniac, I feel like I need to upgrade my food processor from the string pull version. Seems to be a very good chefy hack. Yes. Those pull food processors, if you've never seen them, they're okay. They're okay. Sometimes I wonder if it's just faster with my knife, and I typically usually reach for my knife. But a big boy with a blender on, a motor on it, I love it. I'm so happy to have it. I much prefer the Western style ones with the motor at the bottom and the attachments. Then I do the little, I assume it's all of Asia, or a lot of Asia, maybe not just Vietnam. The little ones where the motor's on the top. You've seen me use that before. Okay, I'm gonna cut some taro. This taro has already been peeled. I bought it already peeled. I like these pre-portioned. Taro is super messy and muddy when you try to do it yourself, so I prefer it this way. If you've never had taro before or seen taro, it's like a potato. It's like almost like a desserty, vanilla-y kind of potato. It's good. Classic. I just hear something outside. I'm just like, what's that outside? It's got its own sort of creamy vibe to it. I really like it. Works well with savory. Works really well with desserts. Wonderful on ice creams. So we're gonna split this the same, just like the carrots. And here we go. Good to go, Tang? All right, good. Let's do it. Turn on, buddy. Okay. 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 I got a little piece stuck on top, but I think I have enough. I think I have plenty, honestly. I'm gonna throw these out. I don't need it. Taro is grated. All right, I'm gonna do one more thing with this before we get rid of the food processor. I'm gonna switch my blades out though.
So many attachments.
Huh?
So many attachments.
So many attachments, dude. Oh my god, it's amazing. And I have like a dough mixing blade. I've never had on one of these before, so that's really exciting to me. Okay. Oh, I don't want to get my hands dirty. Fine. All right, taro's coming out. Starchy, creamy. I have high hopes for this. I really do. I love croquettes. I love taro. I love spring rolls. Like, I feel like this has high potential to be cool. Okay. Last thing we're gonna do, and I'm not worried about cleaning this bowl out. It's all coming together. I have some ear mushroom that's been soaking. So this is ear mushroom that's been soaking in water for, I don't know, 30 minutes or something. These come dry if you've never had this. Ear mushroom, aka wood ear fungus. aka cat ears. Right? Cat ear mushroom, yes. These are already shredded. Here, I'll bring you guys back. Sorry, TikTok. I'm gonna be in there. These are already shredded. You can buy these whole and dried. You can buy them shredded and dried, and then they soak in water. So I'll show you this here too. And I have these ones that have already been soaked, and they're very cool. I mean, it's a pretty amazing mushroom that when they swell up, they grow at least 4 times in size. I think that's super exciting. So you should always soak way less than you think you're gonna need. Is that right? Yes. Soak less than you think you're gonna need because they're gonna expand dramatically. All right, so these I'm gonna strain out. I have a little sink under here. We'll just pour this out. Okay. And then we're gonna blitz these. I wanna get them small little cubes. Did I just break it?
Oh,
I don't know. Well, I don't like that. Ninja, what's happening, Ninja? Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's okay. I forgive you. I forgive you. Okay. Dang, I got black screen. There we go. Okay, here we go. On, close. And I just want this to be a small minced puree. I think we're good. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Sure, you're gonna watch your hand very carefully with this blade over here, okay? You can wait, but just be gentle. Respect the blade. All right, I'm gonna put this with my carrots. Get rid of this stuff. Readjust you guys. And we will add the ear mushroom to the carrot. Food processor, I love you. Very good. All right, let's work on the filling now for the croquette. Bring you in tighter. Is that good? Okay. Can we do a video for vegetarian banh mi? Super interesting recipe. Looks like we can. We got a little list now. We're all reserved up until Wednesday, so I don't want to take any more dish requests until we get into Wednesday. That's gonna be too far out. Have you been to any Michelin star restaurants in Saigon? Is there any you can recommend? The only one in Saigon is Ang Ang. And I haven't been there. Yeah, so I got no comment on it. Okay. Yeah, so cat ears. Another name for the mushroom is a cat ear mushroom. We are back, dude. Nice, John Cena. Glad to see you here. Vegetarian banh mi, vegetarian banh mi. Chris, I'm glad to see you here. I'm glad we're popping up. Blitzed. Oh, yeah. Okay. For those asking about the new place I just mentioned a second ago, so I'll talk about that in a little bit later. I'll repeat myself in a second. Let me move forward, though. We're going to start frying our filling. So to make the base of the croquette, basically, if you don't know, a Spanish-style croquette, or croquetas, is a thickened milk product. So basically, you're making a really thick milk sauce, and then you deep fry it. Typically, it's going to have ham inside. It's a bechamel, or you can almost think of it as like a macaroni and cheese sauce with no cheese in it. That's really, really thick. That's the idea. So we're going to follow that same template. We're going to thicken our sauce. He hates these towels on there. He hates when I put towels on the table. I'm going to try to remember, but it's my instinct as a chef here. We're going to follow the same procedure where we make a really thick roux with the flour, but instead of using milk, we are just going to use water. So hopefully we're going to still get like a creamy texture with the addition of pork fat and with the addition of the tower in there. I think it's going to work out. I think so. If I'm really not happy with it, I'll add some coconut milk for the fat, but I'm going to try not to. I want to keep it without the dairy, and the coconut milk's not going to be typical in a spring roll, so I don't want to add it unless I need to. So we're going to go pork fat in the pan. Okay. I'm going to go some minced pork in the pan as well. You ready, Tang? Can I do it? Can I do it?
Go.
Yes. Okay. Minced pork inside. Okay, so we're going to fry this until we get it. I don't really need color on it. I just want to have it cooked through. I'm going to add some fish sauce, of course. We're going to add some MSG. M to the S to the G. Dave, what platforms are you streaming on? TikTok, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. TikTok is getting this one specific camera angle that you are watching on. The other ones are getting the whole effect because TikTok doesn't play nice without streaming software every once in a while. So you can choose. Do you want to watch the produced show or do you want to watch the behind the scenes angle? Up to you. What are we making? We are making Viet Tapas. And what I would say is like authentic Viet Tapas, if I could say that. Okay, I'm probably gonna, actually, you know what, I'm gonna wait on the pinch of sugar. I don't think I'm gonna add the pinch of sugar yet. Let's get some shallot in here. Let's get some garlic in here. Shallot and garlic is always a good idea, right? God, I love peeled shallots. I love buying peeled shallots so much. Peeled garlic so much. Whoever peels this shallot, thank you for all that you do. Thank you for making my life easier. I greatly appreciate your effort. All right, let's get through this. I'm just going to run through really quickly. I don't really care about sizing too much. Just small is enough for me. Okay. See, if I was smart, I could have just thrown it all in the food processor. There would have been another great option. My mom is asking, what is tapas? Tapas are a Spanish, well, I guess a Spanish cultural way of eating, where you would have, at a bar, when you order a beer, they would give you a small plate of food as a bonus or as a gift. So you could kind of think of tapas as almost like a dim sum, as sort of like a style of eating. And then that style of eating has certain dishes that are always served in that style. And so usually at a tapas bar, if like on your first beer, they give you, and the beers are small, on your first beer, they'll give you like a cheap tapas, maybe some sort of vegetable component. And then maybe on your third, fourth, or fifth beer, they'll give you some sort of seafood item, something that's a little pricier. And like the more you drink, the more expensive the items are, or the more VIP you are in the bar, the more expensive items you get. And they could be all different kinds of things. Some are soups, some are salads, some are like raw fish, some are canned fish, some are just stir-fried seafood with bread. There's hundreds and hundreds. So we are making 4 classic ones today, just with that Viet flair to it. And I think there was something like tapas where it came on a plate, and then the plate you put on top of your beer to keep out any bugs flying in your beer. I think that's how the whole thing started. But I'm not positive. Spanish cuisine is definitely not my main forte, main skill set. I barely know anything. All right, we're gonna throw shallot, garlic inside the pork. Ready? I'm doing it. Okay. And the reason we're doing this first is we need to cook this first, and we need to cool it down completely before we shape them, bread them, and fry them. So that's why this is our first step. We're doing this for today. All right, shallots and garlic are getting in the pan. At the same time, I'm going to throw the taro in. I'm very okay if this taro breaks down. I want this taro starch to come out. I want this taro to sort of thicken this mixture. So that's perfectly fine with me. Okay. I may want to add some more pork fat to this. Anytime we're going to add flour to it, if we're trying to make a roux, which we are trying to make a roux, we want to make sure that we have enough fat to grab all the flour and hold all the flour. So I'm going to clean it. I got a lot of pork fat actually. Sammy, I did mirror. Is this not mirrored? This is mirrored. TikTok, you're about to get switched. Do you like that better, TikTok? Let me know here. Is that a better situation? Yes. Oh, Sammy D likes it. Okay. All right. Pork fat's in. More pork fat's going inside. Maybe I'll even do a little bit more. That is pork fat, yes. Okay. All right, so I got to get some flour. We're going to add to the fat. We'll make our roux out. All right, let me get some flour. If I can find it. And for this kind of thing, you can use any flour. You can use cake flour, all-purpose, high gluten flour. I don't think it particularly matters. This is definitely going to be a little bit hard on me to try to judge how much flour to put inside. Usually we'd be using a standard ratio or recipe to get the certain thickness, but I think I can eyeball it. I think I'm pretty decent at imagining the thickness of a roux. Okay, let's do some flour. I'm going to add probably around 4 tablespoons. Maybe a little more. All right, I'm going to say that's more. I'm going to say it's 1/3 of a cup. All right, let's give this a mix. And now when we're doing this, we want to kind of cook the flour with the fat to get rid of the raw flour taste. I think I'm going to need more flour. I'm going to do a little more flour. All right, so let's say we went up to a 1/2 cup now total. First time I've been able to watch you in Eastern time zone. Awesome. I'm glad we got in. I'm glad we made the connection now. Fave Talk Family. Goals for me and my kids with how you teach them about food. Thanks so much, Chris. I appreciate that. I try. And also, I mean, I admit, too, I've been super happy with what's going on. I really like what we got going on. I'm very happy with my kids' development so far. Things are good. Okay, so now, I knew this would probably be a little bit of a concern with this taro sticking to the bottom, but it's starting to toast a little bit. It smells fantastic. Like, I love the taro aroma. So I want to cook this flour out just for a few minutes, maybe 2 minutes. It's, the more you cook out the flour at this stage of the game, the less you have to cook it when you add the water. So it's, if you can do it, it's good to do it now. And for certain other things, you may want to cook the flour for a long time and toast it if we're making southern food. But for croquettes, we don't need to go brown. We want to have a white roux. We're just going to keep this moving, make sure everything's cooking nice and even. And I'm going to add water in a second. Are you satisfied with how your streams have been going so far? Yes, I love it. I love what we're doing. I think there's always improvements, but I enjoy this process. I enjoy the chat and the relationship we got going on here. I like your suggestions. People are giving great ideas. Yeah, I've been very happy with it. Very happy. It's taken a while to figure out how do we do this. It definitely has. And it's at this point, I feel like we got a really good formula. We're understanding how to work together. We're learning about what shots we need for the YouTube video down the road. And it's just, yeah, it's getting good. I hope you guys are liking it. Does Fred have a YouTube channel? And we missed Michael. Fred does have a YouTube channel. His YouTube channel is called That Cookbook Channel. He no longer focuses on it because he just thinks it's not good and he hasn't got the results he wanted. But I think he's a great YouTuber. I really like him. I like his content. I think he's funny. So if you want to go check out his channel and maybe throw him some love in the comment section, maybe he will get inspired again at some point and go for it. Yeah, I think he's hilarious. And I like his perspective of how he does it. He just needs to keep going. Fred, we love you, dude. Keep going. And Michael, yeah, Michael, where is he? I didn't see Michael yesterday. I hope he went to that dinner. We'll see. But of course, always, when you live in a foreign country, sometimes just stuff gets stressful. You're trying to do normal things and it gets complicated when you don't speak the language. I wander often. I haven't missed an episode of CKSK. I'm excited to see the new location set up and a new luxurious washing station for Tree. Well, thank you for your support. That's awesome. Okay, we're getting a little toasty on the pan. Tank, can we get a low angle? See how this is like sticking to the pan and it's getting a little toasty sort of color? That's okay, but I don't want to go any farther. I'm nervous about any farther, so we're going to add water to this now. And I'm going to add a little bit at a time. We don't want to have lumps from the flour. So you'll see that once we add this water, it's going to get really thick because that flour is going to absorb all the moisture that we're putting inside. TikTok, I'll try to bring you over here in a second, give you an angle. Here, let me bring you over. When I'm attached to a cord, it's hard for me. Okay. Tank's not going to like that shot on the wide, though. I'll move it in a second. But yeah, so we got a thick kind of mixture. I'm going to keep adding the water into this until it looks like a texture that I think is going to be appropriate. One thing that can be difficult about making a croquette, especially making a croquette by eye like I'm doing right now, is you have to imagine when this is hot, this is going to be the texture of it once it's fried and it's inside your roll or log or however you shape it. But you also need it to cool down, and you want it to be nice and firm when it cools down so you can actually work with it. So you got to think about this being, I don't know, you just kind of have to imagine the dual textures, the hot texture and the cold texture. All right, so we're going to add some more water to this. Oh, thank you for all the sweet hats. Day 16 of asking for... Come on now. 2 days ago was day 16. This is at least day 18 of asking for the beef parm sandwich. At least. For the beef parm sandwich, I want to do it. Keep saying it. Keep saying it. But I don't know if you heard or earlier, we already had a big super chat. Excuse me. We already had a big super chat for Wednesday stream. So we are already booked out on Monday stream and Wednesday stream with dishes. So we'll be looking for Friday, but we're not going to do that right now. Okay, add the rest of the water. I might add more too, we'll see. We're going to mix this up. We'll taste it in a second. And I'm about to add the carrot and the ear mushroom to this. Tree, let's stop doing that. The other thing that's a difficult thing for me to factor in here is the taro, because the taro is going to thicken it as well when it cools down. So that's just a kind of left field thing to factor in as I'm looking at this texture and trying to figure out what texture do I want the final result to be. This seems all right though. When this cools down, it will get thicker. This is going to be a really runny spring roll, which is kind of nice. Like when you bite into it, it just kind of oozes. That's a cool texture. So I do kind of want it to be as runny as possible while still being manageable to work with. But this seems to look good for me. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. I also forgot another factor. When I add these carrots, it's going to release moisture, so it will thin out even more. So I'm going to add the carrots now. Cool. Carrots and ear mushroom going inside. I think we're going to be pretty close on the right, good ratio. Okay. So I have 2 tapas. Well, I'll tell you what we're doing right now. I'm going to mix this up. We'll cook these a little bit. So we're making the croquetas. Next, we're going to make a tortilla, Spanish tortilla. Those are going to be kind of the 2 more complex dishes that take some time to cook and cool down. And then we're going to make what I'm going to call a yellow gaspacho, like a Vietnamese style gaspacho. And our last thing, I believe it's called pan de tomate, which is just like bread with crushed tomatoes on it. We're going to make a variation with bread, tomato, pineapple, a little bit of chili, some raw rum, and I believe some pork floss on top as well. So those are the 4 we're going to work on. So these first 2 are going to be a little bit of prep and cool down. And the last 2 should be really quick. Really quick, little fresh bites. Sometimes the tapas are... Tree, it said stop. Thank you. Sometimes the tapas are very, very, very simple. Sometimes just like opening a can and putting sardines on a plate. Big Bad Chad, what up, my boy? What's up, Gage? Love your channel. Thank you so much, Jackie Fox. I wish I was living in Vietnam. I very much understand that. When I wasn't living in Vietnam, all I wanted to do was live in Vietnam. So I do feel very, very lucky to be here right now. It's fantastic. For me, it's a great place. For me, I get it. The things that I love about it, I love so much, and the things I don't like about it, I learn to work around, live with, and accept. Just like every place. Just like every place has their stuff that's annoying. Okay, this is coming together. Kind of looking like a thick spring roll filling. I mean, it looks really, whoa. It looks really spring roll croquette vibes. Like, that's pretty cool to me. I think we're gonna hit this in terms of texture. I'm debating if I want to add any more water. I don't think so. Let's try it. It needs seasoning. Not now, not now. No. All right, let me add some. I'm gonna go a little more water. I might want to add a touch of milk. Just a touch. I'm gonna do I have it? Let me see. Let's play the game. How old is this milk? My nose says it's okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of milk in here. It smells okay. I don't know why. When I'm tasting this, it's definitely a little sus. I thought it was a little pink when it came out of there. It got me a little nervous. When I tasted it, just kind of, it feels a little flat. That's why my instincts were like, okay, just add the milk. But I don't want to do too much, because I mean, obviously milk is not big in Vietnamese cuisine. Okay, so we're going to do more salt. Let's do salt. I want to do salt now. I did fish sauce already. This is not fish sauce. We're going to go salt. Salt's going in. More MSG.
It looks richer.
It looks richer?
Yeah.
Yeah, now like the fat's starting to come out of it. And I still may add some... You know what? Oyster sauce will be good. Oh, let's do that. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Do I have it? Do I have it? Sesame oil could be good too. Let me see. I think oyster sauce would be a winner right here. Watch out. Yes. Excellent. My dad would be proud. If there's one thing I ever taught my dad about cooking, it's that oyster sauce is amazing. Okay. If you never used oyster sauce before, it's kind of like a thick, sweet soy. You can use it that way. It's still salty. Don't think it's not salty. But it has a little sweetness that soy doesn't. And of course, it's got that viscosity to it. Texture-wise, I think this looks pretty good. super chunky, which is fine. But I think this is gonna be cool. I think this is gonna be cool. As long as I get the seasoning on point, it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna move this thing. Bada bing. Okay, here, I'll show you guys too. There it is in all its glory. You can see it's thick. Okay. All right, let's try it. If I immediately throw up, it was the milk. Getting better. Getting better. Wow. Getting better. More oyster. Ooh, I like it now. More oyster sauce. It's creamy. It has a lot of texture with the meat. Everything's so small and shredded, so there's just a lot of different... It's all a similar size, but as you chomp through it, there's a lot of different textures popping through. I'm debating if I want to add any herbs or any green. I may add some green onion here. Maybe a little cilantro would be okay. But this looks pretty cool to me. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to chop some green onion, chop some cilantro. Cool. Yeah. I like it. Oh, I'm excited. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. All right, let's do a little more oyster. I hope if you guys watch me cook all the time, like, taste stuff, put stuff in, taste it again. Don't be afraid to keep adding more seasoning. When you taste it, if you feel like it's good, but it could be better, just add more. You know, sometimes I get the seasoning and I literally nail it perfectly on the first try, and sometimes it takes me 10 minutes to really get through there. Especially when it's a whole new concept. So don't be afraid to taste again. Cool. Let's add green onion. Just a little. Just two. We'll do some cilantro too in here. What's Fred's channel? Again, Fred's channel is That Cookbook Channel. That Cookbook Channel. Give him a little love. Even if you watch his stuff and you don't like it, say, you suck, but you're funny. Anything. Yeah, I want that man to continue. I know he's a busy young father right now. He's focused on his family, and that's all great. But when he kind of gets balanced, I would love to see him go back into that field. I thought he did such a good job at it. Wow, and we got the in-studio audience is clapping like crazy. Oh, I have a good idea. Or something to bring up. Miss Lila, curious about Vietnam. She is back in Saigon, so we are talking about her coming into the studio. I'm very excited. I like her a lot. She's a cool girl. First, the plan for first time is I'm going to have her come in and I'm going to cook for her. Is there anything you want to see me cook for her? You want to see me cook a traditional thing for her? Do you want to see me cook something? Obviously, it's going to be Viet. If I'm cooking for her, it's got to be Viet. But should I make something traditional and see if I can do it properly, or do it to a standard that she would appreciate? Or do you think I should do something fusion she's never seen before? You know, I was thinking about inviting her for Friday for the Viet sushi, or if there's something specific you want to see me cook for Lila, let us know. That'd be gonna be fun. What happened to your pop-ups? Blake, they were freaking hard. They were very hard. They were never gonna get easier. And when we were doing it, I realized that for me, like if I just do the pop-ups and just cook dinners for people without trying to live stream or get content from it, it's fine. It's no problem. And it's good. You know, it's a fun experience. It's financially fruitful. But if my whole point before was to make a live stream and shoot content and try and cook that kind of dinner and shoot content at the same time, it was extraordinarily difficult. And I realized that it was going to take an extreme investment in terms of cameras. It was probably going to cost me another... Somebody here? I think it was going to cost me another like 15 grand to do the setup that I want to do. That is somebody that we don't know. Hello. Random person walking in. Random person walking in. We'll see what happens. Random. Tang is distracted. The producer is not producing. What's going on? I'm going to keep adding my... Actually, I got to wait for him to get the camera angle. I'm going to add my herbs in a second. Hello. Xin chào. Okay. We have people here. Okay. Okay. Well, we better introduce them to the random men we don't know in our studio at the moment. We're going to add cilantro and green onion into here. Oh, chef, what are you looking for when you are making a roux? Roux is R-O-U-G, R-O-U-H? I think. Oh my God, my brain just turned off. I'm very distracted right now. There's two random men. What am I looking for? It depends on the type of roux I'm making. That's too big of a question, too broad of a question. I can't answer that properly because there's many different things I'd be looking for depending on what result I'm trying to go for. Is your dad sticking around for the Viet Sushi? Unfortunately, he is not. They're home already. I think Fred edits too much of the cooking out on his channel, but it's good otherwise. Good to know. Hannibal, just put in the comments. Let him know. Let him know, like, hey, let me see more of the cooking stuff in there. Is that it? Yeah. Goodbye. Hey, goodbye. So nice to meet you. It's very funny. Okay. Well, it's a very small building. It's a square with a square over there. Like, it's a very simple build to draw it. How hard is it to find work as a foreigner in Vietnam? It's hard. It is hard, and it's getting difficult and more difficult, and it doesn't seem like the Vietnamese government is super excited about making it easier for anybody to work here. If you're trying to become a teacher, that's your easiest bet, although that's getting harder and harder. And if you're trying to start, you can start a business. You need to invest a certain amount of capital. Probably step one, marry a Vietnamese person. That's your best strategy. So it's not hard to find and fall in love with a nice Vietnamese girl or a nice Vietnamese man. It's pretty simple. But that's definitely the best strategy. Huh?
Michael found it the first time.
Oh, yeah, Michael found it 3 days into here. Yeah, no problem. All right, green onion, cilantro's in. Now we just need to have his wedding, that's all. We just need to, well, first, I guess we need engagement first. Okay. Cilantro, green onion inside. We are back on track. I'm no longer distracted by random people drawing my square. And we will finish this out. This looks good, smells good. I'm very excited about this. I think it's going to work out super well. I think it's really going to work. Tang, what do you think?
It looks like chả giò filling.
Exactly, but creamy chả
with
giò
some
filling.
tofu inside.
Yes. That would have been a good idea. Tofu would have been a good idea. Oh, I like that. Tang. Oh,
It looks like tofu inside there already. It's also got some whiteness of the tofu.
See, that's a smart man right there. I could have pureed soft tofu and used that instead of a milk replacement. That's a good idea. Darn it, I'm upset that I didn't think of that.
Well, too far now.
Yes, that's okay. This is still gonna be great. All right, so I'm gonna put this in a pan. I'm gonna put this in the fridge and I want it to cool down. We need to cool this down and get thick before we move on to the next step. So that's why this was the first task that we handled today. Okay. Spread it out as thin as I can. That's why I'm also picking a big pan. Okay. This in the fridge. Get rid of this pan.
Gavakun say put Lila on some fusion. I agree with that.
Put her on some fusion. I agree with that too. I agree with that. I think that's going to be more exciting for her, and I think we could, you know, so it'll just catch her off guard. I think we could have fun. So how about any fusions ideas? Do you want to see her try the Viet Sushi, or do you want to have pick something specific for her? Any ideas you got? If you guys are fans of her channel, you'll kind of know her flavor base, so it could be fun. Huh? Catch up? He says, catch up. I will catch up. I will catch up my chatters. Okay. Your streams get me through workday down under. That's so cool. I love to hear that. That's very exciting. Bum Ba Hoi or Taiwanese beef noodle soup. You constantly trend. Come on now. It's Bum Ba Hoi forever and always. Bum Ba Hoi literally might be the best soup in the entire world. I really, it's great. It's great. Been so hyped about the concept. Awesome. Intuitive cooking. Love to see it. I'm glad you're enjoying that process. And I want to spread that word. I want people to cook with their heart, cook with their fingers. Get used to like doing new things, trying new things, looking at the food, trusting it, trusting your instincts.
Oh,
And what?
I need Chef Rang to do a soundboard.
Oh,
Cooking with love.
we'll get some Rang
Yeah.
soundboards. Yeah. We'll get Rang in here soon. He's doing a dinner. Rang has been busy this week with some pop-ups. He's working with some people, and but we'll get him in here. I get him in here soon. I talked to him. We drank cognac together. Very expensive cognac. It was the best cognac I've ever had in my life. And so whenever two handsome chefs get together drinking cognac, we reminisce and have good times and want to hang out more. So we're gonna hang out more. What would your top 3 sauces you always have store-bought wise? Oh, store-bought wise. Store-bought top 3 sauces you always have? I mean, it's very difficult for me because I'm not brand loyal in any way, and I like trying new things at all times. I can tell you, absolute guarantee, in my refrigerator, I have a chili sauce of some kind. I have a chili oil of some kind. And then I probably have a barbecue sauce. And a mustard, yellow mustard basic. So I guess if I'm gonna state this, I'd probably say, what is it? Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. But I'm not partial, I'm open. I'm always open to trying. Let's just wait for the pan, move that. Okay. I'm always open to trying a new barbecue sauce, but Sweet Baby Ray's would just be a classic, so it's kind of in there. A hot sauce is probably gonna be like a Frank's or a Crystal, that sort of style. I always want to have something like that. But I'm also okay with that being a Chinsu, or I'm okay with that being not really Tabasco so much, less Tabasco. But yeah, usually Frank's or Crystal, Frank's, that kind of hot sauce is something I'm always going to want. I always have a yellow mustard. I don't care what kind it is. American, like the ones we get here, it's American brand, whatever, American brand. And then a chili oil. So that's usually, what was it, Lao Gamat, or chili crisp. It could be that. Right now it happens to be, what's that? What's the local guy here? Do you remember the guy's name?
Ông già cao.
Om Yak Gao. Om Yak Gao is what's in my refrigerator right now. And I like Om Yak Gao's hot sauce a lot. The habanero pineapple fermented hot sauce, fantastic. You can't get it though. It's a very local guy. But yeah, so for me it's always gonna be a hot sauce, a chili oil, and a barbecue sauce would be the 3 basics always there. What was the thing you heard from your chefs in culinary school? I want to see if it's the same thing that I've heard. Heard most? Probably taste. What did I hear? Behind. I guess for Trey, back out.
Camera.
You gotta move, dude. You gotta move. I think for culinary school there would be like there would be proper chef technique or like safe things. So it would always be saying behind, taste your food, wash your hands. Hot things hot, cold things cold. I guess that's it too. Like keep things out of the danger zone. I think that's it. It's mostly about food safety and physical safety in the kitchen is what I remember. Are you living in Vietnam? Yes, Timmy. We're in Vietnam right now. Hand them the menu with just one item on it. Frozen Yak, I don't know what you're talking about here. I am blessed to have experienced a live pop-up. Was an amazing experience and hoping Chad opens that up as a possibility again. It will open as a possibility again. Yes, it will. 100%. But it's not going to be where I'm trying to make an entirely new tasting menu, 5, 6, 7 courses every single week by myself. That was extremely hard. But I definitely will do dinners again in a more structured format, I guess. I can't change the menu every single week and make something new every single week. That's too hard for me to do. But I did enjoy cooking for people. That was fun. As long as we have a good group. Like, if we have a good group of people in this room and we're all vibing together, it's amazing. It was so much fun. So, yeah, it'll always be invite only, and I'm always going to make sure that I like the people that are coming in, so we can always have positive vibes in here. Okay. I'm gonna peel these potatoes as I catch up with the chat. And I'm always gonna get a new board. I don't like cutting raw potatoes on this.
What is this for?
So next we're gonna make the tortilla, Spanish tortilla. a tortilla in Spain is very different than a tortilla in Mexico. So a Spanish tortilla is a egg cake with potatoes and onions fried in olive oil. So basically it's a big giant, it's more like a frittata than it would be what we know as a tortilla from Mexico or in America. It's a layered egg quiche frittata sort of thing with potatoes, onion, and olive oil. So we're gonna use that as a base. So we are gonna do potatoes, we are gonna do onion, we're gonna do pork fat instead of olive oil, and we have a few other cool ingredients going in that I think are gonna work, that are gonna be fun, and that are gonna play along well with the finished result. Okay, potatoes are in here. He can't answer because he can't spell it. I don't know. Oh, roux. R-O-U-X. There we go. My brain was off for a second. Any suggestions how to cook vegetables for kids, teens to eat? I'm trying to cook something other than bok choy for them, but I'm stumped on what else to cook. My father has always told me to always tell everyone to put oyster sauce on the vegetable and your kids will eat it, because he learned that oyster sauce is magic. I used it today. I want to express that to you as well. Stir fry the bok choy with oyster sauce. Stir fry the broccoli with oyster sauce. All that stuff works extremely well. Any vegetable you're going to find, cabbage, oyster sauce, onions, oyster sauce, bell pepper, oyster sauce. Any vegetable, stir fry it, garlic, oyster sauce. It's fantastic. Beyond that, something that's a different idea for your vegetable non-eating kids. TikTok is asking me to do a puzzle. TikTok, I'll do your puzzle. I did it. I passed. I'm a genius. New person. Someone's walking in. He's in here. Freddie Wilson's in here. Dude, oh, that's such good news.
Cyber Daddy's here, baby.
How you feeling there, young man? You're so angry.
I'm really angry. I might get fired from my job.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, I'm that angry.
Whoa, that's not what I was talking about, but okay.
Oh, that's how I'm feeling today. I was thinking that the whole way. I'm like, wow, I'm... it reminds me of how I was when I was younger. Impulsive and a bit angry.
Super chat.
All right, 1 second. I'm sorry. Was that the Why Flies theme playing earlier? I have no idea, but thank you for the super chat. I don't know what the Why Flies is.
Is it tapas?
Via Tapas.
Is there enough food to eat today?
Yeah. Yeah. One of them's got an ear mushroom in there.
What's our timing here?
It's gonna be a little bit.
I have to leave by 1. So. It'll be okay.
Well, it'll be tight on there.
I don't want you to rush.
Let's see.
Let me eat something and then I'll.
Yeah, you might want to grab a bun me.
Yeah.
Any news that you can share right now or no?
No, my wife just saw her, so I'm as soon as I step out this door, I'm gonna call my wife. She's
yet.
in the ICU, and we can only see her 30 minutes a day.
Okay.
And she just saw her for her first time, and she can't have the phone in there or anything to take a picture, so I gotta call my wife. Which I'd probably give her 10 minutes to cool down because she's probably crying right now. So.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Lily had her surgery yesterday. It was a success, so that's fantastic. It's incredible news, but it's still stressful because she is now in ICU. So that's
what's ICU?
Intensive care unit.
Right.
But I guess that's good. They don't want, they keep everybody out, so no.
Keep everybody out.
bacteria
You got to
gets in.
prevent infection, and then also with the lung thing, she was on a ventilator still last night, and then she's gonna have tubing in that she's gonna pull out, and I just. You know what? I think those nurses are going to be a little bit, strong and not care that she's crying or fighting or whatever, which has to happen right now because she has this tubes in her that are draining fluid, right?
Yeah.
And the lungs will expand quite quickly, actually, and take up that extra space. So I think that's what's going on. But
Okay.
I'm excited for some tapas today.
Yes.
How many dishes did you?
4.
4 dishes. 4. Oh my gosh, Chatters, you're getting the real thing today. Yes. Chef's pushing himself.
Maybe at the new location you'll have less people randomly showing up. There was 2 people that walked in before you. Just 2 guys. And they wanted to draw the room.
Draw the
room.
The
landlord apparently sent them. So
did you sign a contract?
So people are asking too. We were at this new location. We went to the spot 3 times. The last 2 times we were supposed to sign a contract. Second time didn't happen. Last time we were supposed to sign the contract. The owner agreed to letting us drill a hole in the wall to put plumbing through. She has all these broken down beds and furniture in there. She says we can use them or not. We don't want to use them. So we said, can you move them? She said no. So now at this point we have a house that we love. We want to move in there. There's a giant pile of furniture on the best part of the house, this beautiful balcony. And we said well, you can like leave it there for like maybe a month or two, and you try to figure out where to put it. Or if we'll sell it for you. Like if you don't want to be involved, if you want to be hands off, we'll sell it for you. We'll give you the money. We don't care. And at this moment, no. So it's either take it or leave it. I either rent an expensive house and live next to a pile of wood for 2 years. It's like, I don't understand. So we haven't signed yet. We're waiting. If we can just get a yes, we'll move that. Or yes, it's okay to sell it. We'll sign it. We'll sign it right now. I mean, I would cut the stream. We'd go sign the paperwork right now. It's important to us. And we haven't gotten a super hard no yet, so we're just kind of in limbo.
Did you see what I sent yesterday in the chat with Michael? Banh Mi 1975, or it might just be called 1975. Have you seen this place before?
No.
Oh my God, they are killing it on Lake Tanton. They only had like 4 types of banh mi. One of them was egg, and then a bulgogi, and then a grilled pork. And they're right there on Lake Tanton where you go into the alley.
I know what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry.
So you remember where the first 4P's location is?
Oh, over there. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so the very first 4, right there on Lake Tanton, right on that corner before you turn to the alley.
Yeah.
So I was walking there because we're there for the hospital trip yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, I was there all day, and I didn't eat breakfast, so I walked around to go get breakfast. Really not much. So I'm walking for a while until I come across this place, and it's just so busy.
Yeah.
So busy, they're already sold out of their grilled banh mi.
Yeah.
And it's just tons of people just sitting there. Maybe looking at a location like that might be good for the banh mi shop.
Well, that's what we looked at too, like, because we were looking. If this didn't work out, we started looking at places in D1 for something to get a shop on the bottom, Michael to live above it, and it's possible, you know.
Yeah.
So like that, if we don't get this spot in D7, we're done looking in that area. We looked at every freaking building over there. We're done looking at it. We're just gonna look for. We'll look for a spot for me to live with the studio, and then we'll look for a spot for the banh mi shop and Michael to live above it, and that's probably in D1. All right, I'm gonna move forward here. I got the potatoes cut. Not too thin, not too thick. I guess that's probably 1/4 of an inch for you Americans, and I don't know, 2 millimeters, maybe 3 for you non-Americans, everyone else in the whole world. I've been watching lots of your past videos the last 2 months. I remember you've covered Rao Ma. Have you tried Rao Ma Dao San? Had it the first time last night. Was so yummy. Yes, I love Rao Ma Dao San. Yes, that's Rao Ma is pennywort juice. Dao San is mung bean. This is mung beans blended with pennywort juice. The mung bean creates like a creamy, sort of almost milkshakey vibe. It's delicious. I love it. I'm coming to Hanoi and Saigon in November. Any touristy recommendations? I don't know. Food is kind of my deal here. Touristy stuff, I think Saigon is not the best for touristy stuff. You know, you see the touristy stuff here to me is boring. Hanoi, I don't really have great recommendations either. Like, I don't think Vietnam's, I'm the wrong guy to ask, never mind. Let me move forward. I'm gonna go pork fat in the pan. And I'm using a small frying pan because I do not want to make a gigantic tortilla.
What's up, Fred?
So when are you moving? Do you know when you're moving out of this studio? Because these has people coming here drawing stuff.
I don't know. We didn't put notice in at the studio.
Oh, so very random that he has people coming here.
Very random. Very random. If my wife said we're moving out of the studio, told landlord, I don't know about it. So,
But he had people coming here looking around drawing.
no idea.
Interesting.
No idea.
But maybe it's about your roof leak.
He doesn't know about that either. Unless he watches the stream. Unless he watches the stream. Okay.
That would be hilarious.
You could have had completely unbiased ratings and made a few bucks from them if they wanted food. Oh, from the guys walking in. Well, if I had food ready, I would have given it a bite if I had food ready. I'm cutting onions. We're going to go decent onions. Decent amount of onions, rather. And now we're going to add... So this is the basic, right? If we're making a Spanish tortilla, this is going to be a basic lot. We're going to have the onions. We're going to have potatoes. We're going to use olive oil instead of pork fat. But our unique addition that we're going to do, very unique addition. I have some lapsang, some Chinese sausage, Chinese sweet sausage. So I think that's going to be kind of cool. I like that. And I also have some salted egg yolk, which I thought would be really fun to add to this because we use a lot of salted eggs in Vietnam. Seems like it's going to work. Salted eggs and lapsang or Chinese sausage, they work well together. We see that done in mooncakes and stuff like that. So all made sense to me. So we're gonna chop all that and add that into this mixture as well. Here's the hard part. You right? Am I really far behind? Okay. Okay. Okay, hey chef, what would you consider the biggest difference between Vietnamese and the U.S. Vietnamese food in the U.S. and there? I guess the Vietnamese food. Wait, let me think. Okay, the Vietnamese food over here just has tremendous amount of variety, way more variety, and it has more funk and more chewy textures, I guess, and a lot more herbs, a lot more herbs. The Vietnamese food in America has less herbs, less variety, but better quality beef. So that's kind of a cool thing. All right, I'm gonna fry the potatoes now. And the goal at this point is to fry the potatoes about halfway. Like, we're not trying to cook them all the way, we're just trying to soften them a little bit. And this thing is always kind of hard to judge. How many eggs are we going to do? I have no idea. I'm gonna say, in here, we're gonna do 6 eggs. And usually this kind of thing, you fill up your pan so much that it's like, seems impossible for you to work with it. That seems like the tradition for this kind of thing. So we're gonna go with that strategy. I think 6 eggs is gonna be relatively appropriate. Three, is that 6? I think that's 6. Yeah, let's do 7. Let's do 6. Let's do 7. Okay. 7 eggs. Oh shoot, I'm gonna need more eggs. Oh, we're gonna bread that? Okay, that'll be okay. I'll make it work. All right, now we got the Chinese sausage. So this has the skin on. I'm gonna peel the skin off. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just cut these. Move the potatoes a little bit. I don't want to burn them. And I'm going to cut the sausage really thin. The sausage I just boiled for a few minutes. Okay. Oh wait, I'm not allowed to do that. Tank said don't do that. Okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Because I'm a good, what do they call that? Host. Lapsang is going inside. Chinese sausage inside the egg. Okay. Next. Potatoes are frying. I'm not trying to get a lot of color. And I'm also not going to season them because I'm worried about the salted eggs. So let's crack these things. These salted eggs are cool. I've never cooked with them before. I've eaten them many times. But they come in a container like this. And they come in a bag. And inside the bag, the egg is actually black. Covered with a black salt. I don't want to get it on my board. I'm not going to take it out of the bag. But so this is covered with some sort of salt. I think there's lye in here as well. And then they sit in salt for a long period of time. And then from there, I washed the salt off and I boiled them for about 8 minutes and then cooled them off. So that's what we have here with these eggs. I'm just going to try to break up these potatoes so they're not stuck together.
I like the small pan.
Huh?
I like the small pan.
You like the small pan?
Yeah.
Why?
It fits to the frame.
Fits in the frame, okay. What ingredients or food products are surprisingly cheap or expensive in Vietnam? Cheese! Cheese is expensive. Lunch meats are expensive. My cheese budget is up dramatically. Greek yogurt is expensive. Things that are cheap or inexpensive. Herbs, vegetables, very, very good. Herbs particularly, very inexpensive. The name of the soup again, I believe we're talking about bombo ahoy. First love was Italian, then it was Mexican, now it's Asian food. I get that 100%. Can you explain your opinion on the big difference between Viet food and Laos food? No, I can't. I don't have much opinion on Laos food. I mean, I feel like it's a woodier cuisine, similar to Cambodian food, where the food has sort of a earthiness to it that Viet doesn't have. But I can't say much. It's not a cuisine I'm comfortable really commenting on. I like it, but that's it. How many onions do you have? 1. Dorian and jackfruit savory dish. I've done it before. I'll do it again. No problem. All right, again, we're trying to get these potatoes about halfway there. I'm going to turn the heat down on them as I'm peeling these eggs. I've never peeled a salted egg before. It's a little hard. Although, I don't know if I even need to really peel it. My only thing is to get the yolk. I don't even care about the white. So maybe I could just be really aggressive on the peeling. And just go for it. Here, give me the yolk. The white is super salty. Yeah. It's totally edible. Like, not bad in any way, but it's not what I'm going for. The yolk is much less salty. The yolk does have a different flavor than a typical egg yolk does. So that's what we're going for. And I'll take some of the, I'll just take some of that white that stuck to it. I'm going to go through and chop the salted egg yolk. So you can see it looks just like an egg. It has a little bit of a different vibe, color to it, a little different shine to it. But basically it looks like an egg yolk. So we'll go ahead and chop this. My potatoes are continuing to cook. I'm trying to check them. I want to, when they're like, when I can poke a knife through it, then I'll consider it ready to go for the next stage. I'm not looking for them to be completely cooked, but I just need to be able to poke a knife through it. And I'm assuming that I'm going to add some of this egg white, and I won't need to add any salt. That will be a little bit of a hard thing to figure out, is the salt level when I'm adding this salted egg yolk like this in this fashion. Hopefully I'll get it right. But I definitely would prefer to under-season than over-season, so at the worst I'll sprinkle some salt on top when we serve it, if I need to. So I'm going to start just with this as the salt content. Okay, this is going to go into my egg mixture. You ready, Tang? Are you ready? Are you ready? Here it goes in. Now, I think this is a really cool idea. I mean, this may seem like nothing to you, but I really think this is going to be a Spanish tortilla with a little bit of a different flair. It's going to kind of bring that subtle Vietnamese element to it. So I have high hopes about this. So you can see I'm getting some color on potatoes. This would be the maximum amount I would want. And obviously I'm a little distracted. If I was watching it more carefully, I'm okay with this, but I do not want more color. I'll show you. Hard for you guys to see. I can't change my angle in that glare, but there's a little bit of brown on there. And I'm going to start adding in my onions now. We'll fry the onions in there as well. And you can see how this is like really overcrowding the pan. That's good. That means we're doing it right. So we'll give that another minute. Get these potatoes soft. Give me time to catch up with you guys. It's so nice to see how Tree skills are progressing. He listens and wants to help his dad. He is getting better. He is getting better, and I'll tell you, as a father, it's pretty amazing, pretty exciting to see your son get better. And he has good days, and sometimes he even brings out a great day every once in a while, and I love to see it. Chad the goat, thank you, Mr. C.
I'm just waiting for Dad to give me orders.
Okay, unwrapped character. Yep. That's a good one, too. Andy Tran, I think the biggest thing you should learn in the kitchen is to make sure you have a stash of towels. That's very true. I don't think they tell you that in culinary school, but you learn that in the kitchen very quickly.
What?
That you need towels. When I worked at Alenia, we were given 3 towels per shift. A clean, a wet, and a dirty. That's all you had. 3. So everyone's like, and that's crazy. That's a crazy thing to do. Unbelievable. It makes you very conscious of your towels. So I would work very hard, very, very hard to make sure that my clean towels stayed clean so I could carry it over to the next day. And now I had 4 towels for that day. And if I could keep the next clean towel, I would have 5 towels for the next day because I'd have 2 cleans to bring over to the next day. Because you never know, one day you're going to need like 4 towels to clean up something major. And usually in every kitchen, you start to kind of have your own stash of where you put towels. Like I know cooks who put towels in the ceiling or underneath the fridge and they have their own secret pile. And that's very common kitchen culture. And I understand that too. Like it's, you know, it costs money. Towels cost money. Washing towels cost money. If you give your cooks free reign on towel usage, they will not care at all, and they'll use 50 towels a shift because it's like whatever. So, and that cost, the cost really adds up. All right, these potatoes are looking close, almost there. Okay. Oyster sauce is fire in an egg roll. Yes, that would be absolutely true. Oyster sauce is fire in most situations. Let's see if we can get a poke on this, on these potatoes. Let's see if we can get some sort of poke here. Could be a little longer. That one feels good. A little bit. A couple more. I want to feel some resistance, but not a crazy amount of resistance. Because I figure that these potatoes, once I add the eggs, they're going to cook for another maybe 10, 15 minutes at a lower heat. So I want to have them almost cooked at this point. Curious how you plan on moving your current studio setup in the new location. Oh my God, when I think about it, I'm freaking out. I'm going to move a house and a studio at the same time. There's so much crap in here. There's so much big, metal, heavy stuff. It will not be fun at all, but I promise you we will document it so you can laugh at our struggles. It will be extremely difficult. Renting is extremely difficult here, and it's annoying renting a home, but not terrible. But renting a business location has become a whole new lesson for myself and Michael as an extreme challenge and really, really annoying to deal with. It's really annoying to deal with. Does Fred speak Vietnamese?
Yes.
Tang said yeah. Okay. A little bit. He's practicing.
Yeah.
I think Fred might have a better vocabulary than me. In non-food, in daily life, his vocabulary might be better, but I think most people would agree that my pronunciation is stronger. But he went to school for a while, so his vocabulary is wide, especially non-food related things. Does Michael have his own channel? No, just an Instagram page is his thing. But I think it's going to happen. He's going to be pushed. We're going to keep pushing him. Did Fred ever share why Lily's in the hospital? She had a growth on her lung. And she had surgery where they cut and removed this growth from her lung. That's what the situation was. Tips and tricks to not make your eyes cry when you cut onions. Use fresh onions. Try not to use old onions. Use a sharp knife. Breathe through your mouth. But it really doesn't bother me at all anymore. Please do a Vietnamese salt bread next episode. That sounded good. The salt bread, I keep seeing it online. It looks amazing. I mean, that crispy crunch is pretty exciting. I loved your Ho Chi Minh City food hunt. Any reason this series stopped? No, I mean, I'm just always trying to figure out what to do and what works. And when you say food hunt, that was just kind of just going around and trying 2 or 3 things at one time. Is that what you liked? Can you kind of, JC, if you can give me some ideas like what you liked about it, and I'll try to incorporate those elements more into what I'm doing. Suddenly I went to try Chinese sausage and those eggs as a Scotch egg. Yeah, it'll work. That'll be good. Okay. Would be neat if you can find a place you can grow some of your ingredients like shallots and herbs. Yeah, the problem is it's just like the shallots and herbs are so prevalent and cheap. It's not something I would spend time growing. If I was going to grow things, it would be like Italian basil and oregano and thyme. It would be the Western stuff because that's the hard stuff to get here. Maybe some fruits would be cool. Just saw an old TikTok of you and Michael checking out new spaces for the Vietnamese shop. Did you end up finding a spot? No, we just talked about it. It sucks. It sucks. Okay. The salted egg's going to have a huge pop on the palate. I think so. I think it's going to be cool. I think this is going to be good. And I think I think like Spanish people would eat this. And, maybe they would think like, how dare you ruin my traditional thing. But I think a lot of them would be like, oh, this is a tortilla, but it's interesting. So it's something different. All right, I'm going to throw potatoes in. Hot potatoes going into our room temperature eggs. If I'm nervous about scrambling the egg, which you should be nervous about, I'll add a little bit at a time, kind of mix it so we can bring up the temperature of the egg slowly, just like you're tempering cream or custard. Okay. So now we want to make sure that all of the all of the potatoes get coated with the egg. Like, you know, sometimes the potatoes will stick together in a little pile. We just want to agitate it enough that we separate the potatoes and we have layers of egg in between each piece. And we can mix this up well. And now the crazy thing is to put this all back in the pan. And if you're not nervous about it fitting into the pan, you're not doing it right. You need to be like, oh my God, how am I going to put all this back in the pan? That's the correct energy that you need to have. We're going to wait for the young man to stand on a table. He's doing something up there. He's fixing it up. Is this your restaurant or home kitchen? This is neither my restaurant nor a home kitchen. This is my studio kitchen. Separate building. Did you ever do the best French fry hunt? I have a lot of it shot. We probably have about 18 locations shot. I need to shoot the intro, outro, and hit 2 more spots. Yes. Besides Viet, what other country's food would you enjoy or feel excited about making a fusion dish or savory or dessert? I'm pretty damn open. Everything's good. Everything's good. I like Mexican. I do like Mexican. I'm really open. I have no restriction in this way. I'd just be excited. I like creating things. So any sort of creation I new, I'm excited. Okay. Do you like some modern skill like foam or gel? I'm not seen often in the life. I love it. I love it. I love all techniques. I love all skills. I love all of it. The foam, but I'm not going to use it willy-nilly. I'm not going to use it where I don't think it's necessary. So a foam is a unique technique that I think maybe gets overused. Gels are super, super, super useful. Gels are amazing. Again, it just hasn't been something that I've been called to do here. And usually the gel kind of stuff is more about plating than it is about the actual flavor. So I don't do extreme plating in this kind of situation. Okay, we're going to do more pork fat in the pan. We do not want to have any potential sticking. So we're not afraid of fat in this situation. We're going to cook this at about medium heat. Tang is worried about something. Stressed. Something. Maybe I'm really far behind. Maybe you guys are just chatting it up today, which is great. Thank you for the comments. But usually he just looks at me in silence. And then I don't know what he means. And he's too shy to say something.
Yeah.
What's wrong? You're just skipping ahead? Am I that far? Am I too far deep?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Sorry, if I if I missed something, you really want me to address it, just say it again, because Tang scrolled me all the way down. I guess I'm really far behind. Okay. Oh, what are you putting your utensils in? That's a good question. A cup of water. Up here, I have a spoon well. So this is like an ice cream. Here, I'll show you two TikTokers. This is like an ice cream, where you put your ice cream scoopers when you're scooping ice cream. So I can always have a little bit of running water at all times. So there's always new water coming into this machine. And it just helps keep the spoons clean. And this, for me, this is very important for this studio. I don't want to run around having a dirty spoon bowl. This was crucial to me. All right, we're going in with the potato. Let's wish us luck. Let's see if we can get it all in here. We can. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. Okay. Very hard thing to do, this tortilla now. Very hard to not burn it. So we're going to try to move this around a little bit. As the edges get cooked, I'm going to kind of pull them in. Let me try to bring you over, TikTokers. Let me see. I'm going to try to pull the edges in and allow that loose egg yolk to fill in the previously cooked gaps. I've never made a Spanish tortilla this small before. It's kind of interesting to me. All right, and you want to allow the raw egg yolk to touch the pan and move this around. Okay, so at some point you got to stop because you need it to form like a solid cake. So I'm going to go with that. And I don't want to, we can't burn the bottom, but the problem is you can't see the bottom until you flip it. So there's a lot of heart involved with this style of dish, and there's a lot of listening to your ancestors. So we can see the center's still super liquidy. That's okay. I'm going to turn the heat down And then you got to think about, holy crap, how do I flip this thing? Like, that's the next step of, oh my goodness, how do I flip that? All right, let's put a lid on it. And if you're nervous, it's always good, turn the heat down. Don't worry about, you can turn the heat down if you're really stressing. But we're gonna give that like 2 or 3 minutes before we attempt to flip it. And I'll show you the trick on that one. The one where you had fans and people who lived in Vietnam recommend, oh, that was word of mouth. Word of mouth. Yeah, I'll do that again. I did like that. I like that. I remember when I was back home in Saigon, now it's Ho Chi Minh City. People and candles were everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Bathroom, kitchen, dining. Pineapple in, a candle in a pineapple. Oh, they do that. They take an empty pineapple skin, put a candle underneath, and it's like a natural incense that usually people will do in bathrooms and stuff. And it is cool. It works. It's cool. It's a nice aroma. Chinese century egg is good to cook with. It's a nice chew. It's especially in congee. I agree with that. That's that like century egg or 1,000-year-old egg, the black egg. It's good. Vietnamese Tapas is an awesome idea. Michael, we have awesome chatters in the chat giving us good suggestions. You haven't seen me since the place flooded. Oh my goodness. Well, you missed a lot. We've been here. We've been here. We've been making cool stuff. I'm glad we pop up again for you. And the flooding is no longer an issue. So I need to buy expensive Japan egg to make this dish like you? No! Chad, when did you and Chinsu part ways partnership? I haven't seen any of that content, I feel like, in a while. I filmed a commercial for them that didn't go well. Hold on. Yeah, I filmed a commercial that was shown locally in the country, and the response was not good. So I think they ran away. They distanced themselves for a period of time. But enough time has passed where we're talking again. When you're a big company, you can't mess people up. And personally, for me, eventually I felt myself holding myself back with things that I was going to say or wanted to say. And I didn't like that feeling. And I realized that I don't like being in any sort of contractual obligation with somebody. If either you trust me and you vibe with me and you like what I say and you just support it, or if you don't, then we don't need any sort of long-term agreement. I'm not interested in locking myself in and not feeling free with how I say or communicate stuff. So that's kind of where we stand with that now. And I would like to promote not necessarily all packaged goods. It's not my highest excitement. Okay.
Hey, according to
Freddie's
IFC,
back.
mashed potatoes and coleslaw, I am a family.
You're a family? You got a
Just
family?
me, I'm a family.
You got a
So,
family-sized mashed potato, family-sized coleslaw?
I am a family, yeah.
Let's see what a Vietnamese-sized, family-sized mashed potato and coleslaw. Did you eat it there?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's gone. Oh. It looks, you got a whole family in your belly.
Yeah, I have, yeah. I think today I'm eating my feelings.
Is that how it's going? Why are you so angry? I mean, I understand you're stressed out.
We haven't seen her yet.
Yeah.
So my wife did see her.
Yeah.
They have her sedated. She didn't even open her eyes, but she cried when she heard Ngop's voice.
Oh,
but couldn't even open her,
God.
whimpering when she heard Ngop. And then, so how did, I'm just curious, we'll do a little marriage talk podcast here.
Go ahead.
When Twee's upset,
Yes.
which I'm sure that never happens to
No,
this
my wife never
lovely
upset.
Vietnamese woman,
upset,
never.
yes.
Is her first reaction to shut down, or does she start going into communication mode?
She yells at me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would her first reaction be to shut down? No. Her first reaction would not be to
My
shut
wife's
down.
is to shut down. Yeah,
Yes.
and that's the opposite of what I like to do.
Yeah, you need to hear her voice.
I want to talk it out. I want
Yes.
to say what's going on. Like, let's, and I'm not trying to solve her problems. I know
Yes.
that that's not what people love, but just let's talk it out. Let's work it out. But my wife shuts down, so I got to give her time, which I'm learning.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
becoming more patient husband and human being.
That's good.
But since I am eating my feelings today, I did get full flavored peanut M&Ms. If you have any interest, chef.
Full flavored? Is there a non-full
Well, because
flavored?
my Coke is not full flavored. This is the Coke Zero. I'm drinking a Coke Zero, but I'm gonna go with some peanut M&Ms today. I haven't had peanut M&Ms in so long. I think this is maybe my go-to gas station guilty pleasure would be peanut M&Ms. I think.
I think maybe we were having a little bit of a stressful time with the location, And, you know, Michael's having a little stressful time with just some American paperwork BS trying to do stuff over here. And I just told my wife, I was like, nothing's happened. Nothing is comparable to what Fred's going through. So, like, just chill out. Just chill out. So, you enjoy your peanut M&Ms over there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to flip this.
So what do we got, a frittata?
Yeah, I'm going to, the tortilla. I'm going to try to flip this tortilla. So, here's the secret. This is still super soft.
Don't they usually put that in a broiler and go from above?
No. The idea, and you do want this to be a soft egg mixture. If it's fully cooked, that's not great. That's not the idea. So we're gonna try to do the old two-step flip. I have no idea what the bottom looks like. We're gonna find out, did I burn it? And if I did, we'll just serve the burnt side on the bottom. We're gonna do a two-step. So the tortilla is gonna go in a bowl first. Are you ready, Tang?
Ready.
All right, so let's do this. And then we're gonna just bring that right on back on top. Wait a minute.
I think you should get a smaller pan.
Oh, not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, now we use our spatula, bring this back inside, and then we'll kind of shape it.
So am I thinking of something different where...
You're thinking of frittata, I think.
A frittata, and that's where it's going to be puffing up?
Yeah, this one is always going to be flipped. Always going to be flipped, just like this.
So what is the difference between a frittata and a torta? Is it tortilla? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Spanish tortilla.
Okay.
Yes.
It's spelled the same as like a Mexican tortilla.
Yeah,
Okay.
but totally different item. They're very similar, but the tortilla is always going to be cooked in large things, chilled to room temperature, served in slices. Where the frittata is typically like your portion, baked in a pan, served as is. Frittata usually has more stuff in it, cheese and herbs and tomatoes or whatever you want, basically whatever your omelet variation is. A tortilla is basically always going to be potatoes, eggs, olive oil, and onions, and that's it. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
I have a very cool story from my time as a chef.
Do that, and then lead right into why did Fred stop pursuing his chef career? So that's perfect.
So as a cook, I was a chef at this place. It was a pre-theater restaurant, and I had a dishwasher there, and I knew that his dad, who I'd maybe I hadn't met him or not. Maybe I had never met him, but his son was a dishwasher, and I was always good to him. And it was a small kitchen, so it was just me. We hired this dishwasher after I took the other dishwasher, and made him my sous chef. You know, I trained this kid as a cook from nothing. And so anyway, I knew his dad was a chef at a bar downtown. Well, I went out one night with this girl. It was kind of like our first date. We were out until 4 a.m., out drinking and partying. And we walked past this place, and I go, I think my dishwasher's dad is the chef there. And I think he's the breakfast chef.
Uh-huh.
So I called my dishwasher, and he goes, what? You know, it's 4 a.m. I was like, dude, is your dad at work? I'm outside the restaurant.
Yeah.
Can we get breakfast?
Yeah.
He called his dad. He goes, hold on. His dad comes to the door, lets me in, gives us a private walkthrough of the kitchen, and makes us breakfast. He made us a frittata, I do believe, that morning. Served us some beer, frittata. It was cool. It was this is my first date with this girl, so it looked very impressive.
You got some points there. Yeah. I'm gonna remove this frittata now. I had it at low heat. I still wanted to have some, or sorry, not frittata, tortilla. I still want to have some softness in there. I'm okay. So, it's shaped. I can move it. Good signs. I like the way this top looks. So I'm gonna bring that down. And we're gonna let this cool down completely. This needs to cool. So this is just gonna go on the back. Okay, we're just gonna put this on the back, let it cool down.
I stopped pursuing a chef career when I came to Vietnam. I ended up taking over the company back at my tours when it was still Chad and Tweez, and that's what I've been doing in Vietnam for the last decade. Over a decade was running the company. I mean, I later bought it from them, so now me and a different partner are the owners of it. But that was kind of the end of my career.
I think you were still pursuing, not you fell out of love with in kitchen cooking. But it was also management of a kitchen was something you were pursuing.
Was that?
Not being on the line, but actually just managing the food service business. Because you were doing that with the Singaporean frog porridge thing.
Oh yeah, the first place that brought me over.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was just a restaurant, so that's how I got to Vietnam. Chad was like, dude, you got to come to Vietnam. You got to come to Vietnam. There's so many places that just want American chefs. You'll get a job. So I applied to 72 restaurants here in Vietnam through TripAdvisor. I got their email address and I sent my CV. and a restaurant brought me over, and that's the restaurant he's talking about. They brought me over, and I didn't really understand what their point was, what they wanted to do. Yeah, they had me in like some kind of management weird position, and it just didn't work out between me and them. And I did do some consulting after, and then me and Chad, I got to work with Chef in an apartment that we were doing. What was the name of our pop-up?
Tasty Inc.
Tasty Inc. Yeah, so we were the first one to do these private pop-ups in Ho Chi Minh City, and we were doing it out of our apartment, me and Chad. And just working with him as like his, like say his sous in the kitchen there. It was all Chad creating the menu and stuff, and just getting to see his techniques, cooking techniques that he brought over from Alinea and Danielle's. And I think for me personally, I felt really far behind. Looking at how good of a chef and the way that he thought about food, which, you know, actually I think that was not a great way to think, because I was only like 25.
Yeah.
Like, it was so many years. But either way, just seeing what Chef was capable of, I think that it made me look at my own skills, which I think my techniques are quite good, but I was not able to think about food the way that he does, and I think that kind of removed a bit of it for me. I'm like, I'm not as good as this guy, and I can't think how he does about food, at least not now. I think that kind of removed me from it too. So Chef killed it.
Okay. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, we are going to make what I'm going to call a yellow gaspacho. So they could have, basically, if you don't know, gazpacho is like, some people call it a liquid salad. It's a blended cold soup made with tomato and cucumber and olive oil. My brain's drawn a blank. And then there's a second one that's called green gazpacho, which is grapes and almonds. It's a unique one. So we're going to make a yellow gazpacho, which is going to be the Viet kind of flair to it. I have a blender. I'm going to clean my blender really quickly because that was too high. That was full.
This is what you don't do.
Yeah, don't turn your blender on full speed. Luckily, that was not a hot liquid, only soapy water.
Yeah, have you made that mistake with a hot liquid or something?
When I was young, yes.
What's wrong with doing it with hot liquid?
It'll shoot out just like that. Luckily, this was soapy water coming out of here, not anything hot. It would have burned me. Okay. I do need a new blender, by the way, but that's okay. We'll get through it. All right, so for our yellow gazpacho, we're going to use a base of cucumber, bell pepper, pineapple, mango, chili, and raw rum. So I think this is going to be like a cool thing. You know, I'm thinking Vietnam's got so much fruit. I wanted to use the fruit in more than one way. I want my cutting board, my knife. I'm going to peel the cucumbers. And then after we blend this out, we're going to strain it quickly. Thank you.
I love that sound.
I'm at the bottom. Okay. Chad, $100 challenge. Viet and American fusion, aka appetizer menu. I have really good nacho ingredients. Okay. Whenever you're ready, Bamboo, when we get to the next spot. This is the correct spelling, yes. R-O-U-X is the correct spelling for Rue. 100%.
So that was a donation for a challenge?
Yeah, but not yet. When we move, I think it's going to happen.
Oh, okay.
I agree. The word of mouth play. This is a lot of fun. In fact, it was your visit to the WOM soup. What's the WOM soup? Word of mouth soup shop in Kanta that hooked me on your content. Oh, cool. We'll do it. Okay. More of that. Heard that. Do you and Fred have any stake still in the bike tours? I know you said you stepped away from the business. I'm 0% involved. That is Fred's company. He's got a partner in there. But yes, that is Fred has stake.
I got lots of steak.
Lots of steak. He's got some steak. All right, bell pepper's going to go inside. We're going to use some. I apologize if I scared your mother with the loud blender. My bad. I scared myself.
Mom?
No, somebody else. All right, this is going inside. Bell pepper's inside. I'm going to do the cucumber. I'm going to peel the cucumber. I don't want the green.
I'd love to keep you caught up on the comments, but I am not able to. Oh, there it is. Huh. Somebody asked, what restaurants did you work at in the States?
In the States, when I was in high school, I worked at a place called the Mansion Inn in New Hope. Then I worked at a place called Rats in New Jersey. And then that's in Grounds for Sculpture in Jersey.
Out of all the places you've worked, that is my favorite name for a restaurant.
Pretty rough name for a restaurant.
I love
Rats is a crazy name.
And they're still there and successful.
Yeah.
Where are you going to eat, Rats?
Yeah. Yeah, how was Rats last night? It's in Grounds for Sculpture, this famous sculpture garden in New Jersey. It's incredible and gorgeous. Classic French food. It's very good. After that, I went to culinary school. I quit culinary school early. I moved to New York City, worked at restaurant Danielle. Then I quit Danielle. I worked at restaurant Eleni in Chicago. And then I moved to Vietnam, and I worked at a place called Sue. And then I just kept on going. Cucumbers going inside. No skin.
Somebody told me not to give up.
Heard that?
We like you. Don't worry. There's no giving up in me.
Maybe it's about the YouTube channel. Maybe.
Yeah, I just haven't had time to touch it. Best wishes, my daughter. Thank you very much. Fred came across your channel through these streams, and your videos are good. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Bada
You know,
bing.
I learned my editing from Chad, and then asking Tang questions here and there. So if my channel is good, I owe it to these guys. Chad, have you watched Two Chomps YouTube videos? Does it bring nostalgia back?
Two chops?
Chomps?
Oh, I don't know what that is. I never heard of that. All right, I'm gonna throw mango in.
My parents live in Da Nang. How can I sign them up for one of your tours/food events?
The food events are going to be hard to get right now. I'm not really doing it. Tours, you can go to chadkubanoff.com or send us an email at team@chadkubanoff.com, and we'll get you scheduled if that's possible.
Oh, this is an interesting question. Is it cheaper to eat out in Vietnam or cook? How often do families eat out in Vietnam typically?
It's definitely cheaper to cook at home if you're cooking classic Viet family dishes, because if you have a family here, either your grandmother or your mother's going to cook almost every single meal. If you're living alone here as a student or just traveling, it might be easier and cheaper to eat out. I don't know about cheaper, but easier for sure, because kitchens suck. If you're living here alone, you have a shitty kitchen. So eating out is so easy. Tang just nodded his head though.
I
So you're
can
saying
confirm that.
Good. Confirm what?
If you are single, it's easier to eat out.
Yes.
But you're not gonna get the same amount of meat. If you want to eat like high protein diet, you have to cook at home.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I think it gets cheaper once you hit about 4 people. I think eating at home becomes cheap.
All right, so I'm throwing some pineapple in here as well.
What do you? I'm very curious what you're dropping when you go, because I go out. I still have the exchange rate in my mind when I first moved to Vietnam, which was 20,000 dong for $1. And you know what? I don't correct myself in my mind because it makes things more expensive.
Yeah.
So it makes me naturally cheap.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not spending that. I'm not spending $15 when it's really, 12 now.
Yeah.
What are you dropping if you and the family go out? Let's compare, like, you go out for you're hungry for a Western style meal or you're hungry for Viet.
Yeah, if I get a Western style, if I get non-Vietnamese food and we're going to a restaurant, I'm spending $40. Basically spending $1 million, usually pretty much. If we're really getting sushi or going to like that steakhouse, it could be up to 80 at a maximum, but usually it'd be around 40. If I'm careful at sushi, if I'm not careful at sushi, it'll be $60. For local Viet, it could be as low as 250K, so $10. It could be as high as $25 if it's a nice Viet spot. Yeah. I'm going to add a little bit of chili into this. I don't want to go crazy. I'm going to take my time on how much to add, because I just want to brighten it with chili. I'm not trying to like blow anybody out. We just want to kick the flavor up. I guess I have to do fish sauce a little.
I was thinking about yesterday. I ordered something to go from the M Plaza, Come Ho Plaza.
Yeah.
For the family, and I see what I do with menus. I order the amount of food that I need.
Yeah.
And then as I'm about ready to give the menu back, there's always like
One
this.
more?
Oh, how about that one?
Yeah.
And I was like, I bet you Chad does that.
Oh, I do that.
I wonder how
do that.
much per
yeah.
year we spend on that little like.
But I gotta know. Is this gonna be good? I have to know. I'm curious, how long were we at Eleni in Chicago? A year. I was there for a year. Is this built inside your house? No, this is a separate building, but the game plan is to be able to build the studio in the next house we move to. That would be, if we move from our current apartment, it is to put the studio downstairs from my living situation, because that would just be fantastic to me, and it would make streaming a lot easier, and I'll stream way more often. All right, I'm going to throw a little bit of raw rum in. Again, I don't want to overdo the amount. I'm not trying to make some super herby thing. I just want to have a background. Let's blend this and try it. Low speed, kicking it up.
Question from Twitch. What are some primary reasons chefs move around to different restaurants?
To learn, read that question for me again.
What are some of the primary reasons chefs move around to different restaurants?
For new skill sets. You either want to learn a new cuisine, you want to learn under a new chef. Every chef has a different way of working. Every chef has a different skill or focus that they're good at. Maybe this guy's really good with proteins, beef proteins, wood fire grilling. This other guy's super seafood focused, and you want to learn how to cut fish, break down fish. So like for a driven and focused cook, that's the reason. Other people, there's reasons to change jobs for anything. But a really focused cook, that would be the reason. They're learning something specific from a chef, certain angle, certain strategy, certain mentality, then they move on to the next one. Yeah. And let me push this down a little bit. I should have put the cucumber on the bottom. I don't want to add any extra water yet.
Somebody is trying to catch up and ask you, what are you making?
We're making Vietnamese tapas.
It's right. Okay.
All right, blend this up. Okay, let's try it. Is it easy for foreigners with Vietnamese wife to start a business? Yes and no, it depends on the business that you're starting. I'll let Fred maybe get into that. I'm going to taste this. Oh. Typically. Swit has, right. Oh, super chat from Baby Panda. Baby Panda, is that your,
Suggestion?
what's the suggestion? Oh, the American Fusion appetizer?
Can you repeat your suggestion?
Here it is, I see it. AmeriChad, $100 challenge. Viet and American Fusion, aka appetizer menu. Have a really good nacho. I have really good nacho ingredients. What are you saying, Baby Panda? What do you want me to do here? You want me to make?
Can you repeat it?
Chad, $100 challenge. Viet and American Fusion, aka appetizer menu. I have a really good nacho ingredients. You want me to make nachos?
He wants to know some Vietnamese American appetizer fusion ideas. And yeah, nacho sounds like it's on top of his list.
Okay, well, just clarify, Panda. Thank you for the super chat. Clarify, and I'll make it.
I don't see what Chad sees.
Yes.
I think I haven't good nacho ingredients.
I think the suggestion is way above there, so you don't see it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Seeing you peel a cucumber, what about cooking with the scraps or leftovers from dishes you made to create a new dish? I know sorted food has been done, but I really also want to see you do it. That's a funny idea. It'd be a little bit hard. I would just have to plan out my scraps. Or maybe it would have to be after I do a tasting, after I do a dinner or a tasting menu, then using the leftovers from that, I could do that. But it would be hard for me to generate enough scraps for a dish. All right, I tasted this. The chili caught me off guard a little bit. I'm adding some lime. Brighten this up. I'm gonna add salt now instead of fish sauce. I'm not gonna add any more chili. I wanna add a little pinch of sugar, and I think I'm gonna add a pinch of macadamia nut oil. We will see sugar.
Oh.
We will see olive oil being done in gaspacho often. And macadamians are being grown in Vietnam a lot now. This is locally produced. Our producer extraordinaire gave us this bottle. So we're going to try this. I think it's going to be nice. I think it's going to give some body viscosity, creaminess.
They don't even have a brand.
No brand.
Yeah, no brand.
Turn this on. Honestly, I'm very surprised about the texture of this. I thought I was going to have to strain it, but the texture is nice. I thought the pineapple was going to be fibrous.
I got a comment for you, Chef.
Go.
It's on the screen.
Us poor plebs will never get a recommendation in again. What are you oh.
Okay.
Well, That's a I'm a sorry, not I'm a sorry. It'll happen.
I'll get it.
I promise. At the minimum, we'll have at least one a month where we're like, okay, the poor plebs day.
That's good. That's fair.
Poor, yeah.
I'm a chef traveling in Vietnam, and I'm ordering stews, but they're all always coming watery like a soup.
Yeah, there's very few stews that are like really thick here. That's just not the texture that they're going for. They're going to thicken it with just a touch of cornstarch, sometimes none at all. And when you say you're ordering stews, Jerry, I assume you're talking about bok choy. Like, I don't know what else you'd be, maybe a curry. But what else would it be?
Yeah, I would
It's got to be bok choy.
Yeah. Look at this guy's name. Small Seats.
Wait, are you allowed to highlight? You're highlighting things.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Small Seats, Big Eats.
I know. I saw that guy before. Yeah. I live alone and
that's
have.
the name of one of my tours.
Yes.
Yeah.
I live alone and have done for 6 years. I have an amazing kitchen and dining area in my apartment. I cook often, but we do eat on the street sometimes. There you go.
Yeah, the $100 should get a cool down timer. I don't think we're there yet.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not cooling it down. I'm quite happy with it.
You keep giving Chef a couple $100 more donations. I think he's going to open up Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if the studio's downstairs from where I live, I'll pop down. Like, especially I want to make cookies with the kids. All right, turn the stream on. Yeah, we're making cookies. Because even when I go home, I cook. I still cook at home. I do it more. So why not just have the cameras on? I'm tasting this. I'm going through it. I'm thinking it's gaspacho. I'm thinking about a garnish to this. Like, I'm gonna garnish this with shrimp salt.
What is sorted foods? Somebody said we need to get Chad on sorted foods.
I don't know. Never heard of it.
Is that a YouTube channel?
I don't know. The salt is good in here. The chili is good. There's some chili. I think I'm cool. I'm gonna put this in the freezer and try to get it nice and cold. And we'll start doing the spring rolls. Finish the spring rolls out.
What are you cooking? Asian food? I'm curious. Chef is doing a Vietnamese tapas, and right now he's making is a yellow gaspacho. Is that correct, Chef?
Yeah, I call it a yellow. It could be a green, but I don't call it green because there's already a green, so we'll call it a yellow gazpacho.
And what is the key to the yellow gazpacho?
Pineapple, mango, bell pepper. So
It does sound nice.
It's right. It's
It
got,
seemed off-putting when you tried it earlier.
the chili caught me.
Yeah, yeah.
Chili caught me. Yeah, so this, I'm going to throw this in the freezer. And we'll try to get a nice cold texture on it.
We got more comments about Red Zeppi. Are you continuing that today, or?
What? And if there's anything specific, I'm happy to answer anything.
It's just they think it's unfortunate to hear about your stance, and abuse is never justified.
Okay. I don't know it. I think the abuse is the word I struggle with. I don't know what that means exactly. Physical abuse is not okay. That's not okay. But verbal abuse in the kitchen, I don't understand. Maybe you can clarify the line, what verbal abuse in the kitchen is. If I say move your effing ass, I don't accept that as verbal abuse. I don't take that as verbal, and I don't take that as verbal abuse, but if you do, you should not work in that kitchen. But I don't, and I'm happy to work in that environment. I have no problem working in that environment in any way. And we already had this conversation last time with Fred, like, as young men, that environment was beneficial to us. It's the environment that we looked at and craved for as 22-year-old men or 20-year-old men. It's not the environment I want now as a 40-year-old man. It's not the environment that I'm going to run as a 40-year-old man. But as a 22-year-old kid, I wanted it and needed it.
It's who do I think is better at speaking Vietnamese? I know Chad is better at speaking Vietnamese. His pronunciation is quite good, and I believe his ability to hear tones is better than mine.
Yeah, I thought you might have had a bigger vocabulary. That was the conversation before.
It's very possible.
Yeah.
I think my Vietnamese gets me through things, and it has. I've been here for over a decade, but your pronunciation is quite good.
Yeah.
I feel, and Chad tackled it very interesting. I think he focused on the alphabet.
Yes.
While he was still in America before he got here, and from there he focused on I think the basic sounds, and then he went in with trying to learn specific vocabulary words. That was smart to do.
All right, we are going to finish out our spring roll croquettes. So we're going to set up a standard breading procedure. So I have 2 eggs. We're going to break these out. Okay, eggs are in. If you don't know standard breading procedure, Western technique, flour, egg, breadcrumb. That's always the method.
Is there a Vietnamese style breading procedure?
Not that I know of. Not that I've seen in like any sort of structured format. They follow, if they're breading, they follow the same Western standard breading procedure. And because also, I mean, the breading is a relatively new technique for them. Yeah. Okay, so that was a YouTube channel. That other sorted
British,
foods.
a British
Yeah.
channel about limiting waste.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Wait, what? I'm sure as an ex-employee that you know that they have been stripped of the 3rd Michelin star. Is that Elenia been stripped?
Who?
I don't know if it's no. I never worked at Noma. There's confusion. I don't know if that's Noma or Elenia.
Was Noma stripped of their star after they reported
I don't know.
abuse?
I don't know if that happened. That's crazy to me. Can you look that up for us? Or maybe Chad, if you can clarify. Is that Elenia or that Noma lost a star? That's crazy. I
Somebody wants
promise
to
you,
know-
J-King, we're not going to go deep on it. We already went deep before. But if there's a specific question or a new comment, I'm happy to address it.
Somebody would like to know if you're doing pop-ups anymore.
Yeah, the pop-ups, if I get this new location, I'm going to do them again more. But we have no pop-ups at the moment. This is enough work for me. But if I get them in my house, I will do it again. And it's slightly different format, Potentially not filmed.
Is this new to you?
Who's that? Alenia? Wow!
Alenia lost the 3rd
Oh, that was
star.
2025. Yeah, I do remember hearing it. That's crazy.
What happened?
The place I used to work for is now a 2 Michelin star, which is
And so they are curious on, they might have missed the explanation. Why did you slow down on those pop-ups?
just tremendous amount of work. It's too much work. I couldn't handle it all. It was too hard to try to make a whole new tasting menu of completely new dishes, untested by myself every single week for 12 people.
And would you say that it wasn't working as well as this current structure for lives?
Yeah, it worked well for making money, but was not working well for producing content. I could not focus on you watching at home and focus on the guests in the studio and focus on cooking an elevated fine dining dinner at the same time. I couldn't do that well. And so I didn't want to keep doing this not well. So with this situation, I can focus just on you. And the cooking is a little bit, I can take breaks, and I don't feel like I need to entertain 12 people as well. So this is a way better situation.
Instead, you entertaining 100 people.
Yeah, but it's different. It's different. I only have to look at one of you, and I don't have to look at 100 of you like this back and forth. If I do the dinners again, they're either I will. They're either not going to be filmed, or if they are filmed, it's going to be more of a fly on the wall, and I'm not going to be focused on entertaining you. If you just want to see it, if you're just interested and you want to like kind of have that, what's that, like voyeur sort of vibe, okay, fine. But otherwise, it's just too much. And we need to, maybe at some point down the road, I really will execute that fine dining dinner again to the level that I imagine. But it is an extremely big investment. I think to do it, we need at least another $15,000 to upgrade, because I would need to have a producer. Like right now, Tang is working as a producer, a cameraman, and everything else. But with that sort of situation, I would need to have 2 cameramen running around, all with new gear that's wireless. And I would need to have a producer working the switchboard. And then we need to have all the guests mic'd up. We'd have to have 12 guests that were hearing the audio, so somebody's got to be controlling audio the whole time. It's like a full-on TV show.
And you need to vet the guests, too.
And I need to vet the guests, correct. Yes, there has to be some sort of vetting system of the guests. We've had mixed experience with guests with just open reservations, where we've had guests that were absolutely amazing and really got along. And we've had guests that were just kind of lackluster. We've had guests that were here that paid a lot of money to come and just didn't care at all. And I'm like, why are you here? Just leave. Like, I don't want to cook for you. Leave.
I think somebody's got an interesting question for you.
Go.
It's up on the chat.
Oh, isn't having the banh mi place, the studio, and the house in the same area going to be a chaotic environment? I think for most people, yes. I think for me, no. I like to have all of my life in one spot. I don't like anything separated. I don't like wasted time. I don't like driving over there, put my computer in a bag. It's about to rain. I'm freaking out. My entire life is condensed, and I prefer it that way. Because even if I go back to America, I'm buying a big piece of land, and I'm going to have my house there, my business there, everything. I want everything in one spot. I don't like moving. So I think for most people it doesn't work at all. But for me, I'm a unique person and I like it.
This life is already chaotic.
This live is chaotic? Yeah, I like chaos, man. I'm a chaos person. I love chaos.
Then I hope you like the oil shortage.
Okay, I'm gonna make this thing. Typically let's just see if I can feel it. Let's see what it feels like.
So how many of your dishes are completed so far, by the way? Chef?
None, they're all gonna come together at the same time.
Okay.
They're almost done though.
So the gazpacho's got to be done, right?
The gazpacho is done.
Okay.
The tortilla is done. We gotta cut it. This I gotta roll and fry, done. And the last thing is gonna be a 2-minute dish.
Oh.
Ooh. I don't even think I'm gonna need to. Maybe I'll do it just for the safety and just for the effect of it. Okay. So I did buy some rice paper because I wanted to use this to hold the croquette together. Usually you don't use anything. Usually you just roll the croquette filling in the flour, egg, and breadcrumb. And I could. It's very firm. It'll work.
This is where you have those nasty ear mushrooms.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. The nasty ear mushrooms are now in here.
I'm looking forward to it.
I think what I'm gonna do is just cut these in half so we can get less. I don't need a lot of rice paper in here, but I want to have some.
Somebody's asking, Chef, how do you get comfortable driving multiple people on your motorbike, trying to balance and weave in and out of traffic?
Zero stress whatsoever. It's no problem in any way. It's a completely natural instinct. I don't even think about it. I just enjoy every second of it. I love it.
Do people get concerned driving with babies on the motorbikes?
No. Do locals get concerned?
I drive my baby on the motorbike. She's very young. We've been driving her since 7 months, 6 months or something. We've been putting her on the bike. Her mom's holding her, or somebody's holding her strapped to her. But I feel more comfortable driving my daughter, myself on my bike than I do in a grab vehicle sometimes.
In a taxi?
Yeah, I
Really?
just don't. Yeah, I'm putting their life in the hands of somebody I don't know. Let me just put it in my hands, you know.
I remember specifically when we first came back to Vietnam, and I had my little girl, JD, when she was like 1.5, and the 2 boys. And Fred, you told me, like, I don't know, man, driving your daughter on the motorbike is crazy, but now you're doing it.
Oh yeah, was it your daughter or was it you, Twee, and 3 kids on the motorbike?
I think it was mostly the daughter element, but yeah, maybe all of it. But still, it's just funny that's when it's actually your turn. You're like, no big deal, here we go.
Well, yeah, I'm a much better driver than you.
Oh, okay. I get it. Now I get it. So I have the filling here, which is nice and firm. I really like the thickness of the filling. And I cut the rice paper in half. So all I'm doing is just kind of getting one roll on it. And I'm going to leave the ends exposed. I'm not worried about the ends being exposed, although maybe, that's okay.
Good little question for you.
Yeah, go.
On the screen.
Oh, do people get concerned with driving babies on?
No. I highlighted another one, right?
No, I still see that.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I see.
Somebody's asked, has that...
There we go. Oh no, has that pile of leftover banh mi finished yet, Chef? No. If I open this oven right now, you're gonna see a giant pile of banh mi in there. And really, because I don't have a big trash bag, so I haven't thrown it away yet. It's literally been in my oven for a month and a half. There might be rats running all over it. Who knows? But I haven't opened it.
Oh, it smells disgusting.
Okay. But I still have so much of the breadcrumb too. Like I don't even. Okay.
Oh, somebody's got something to say about the place that you want to move to.
The area of Phu My Hung is pretty quiet though. It does get gridlocked by the school, by the Hung Ya, 1-3, etc. It's pretty light traffic. That area of that area of Phu My Hung, I think Phu My Hung in general is pretty quiet. But the area is a wonderful place to live. And we are next to SSIS, the other school as well, so we are going to be pushing those schools hard. And the idea is to get the kids addicted to the sandwich. Then beyond that, there's a crap ton of Koreans back there. Koreans are going to like this. They're going to like grilled pork sandwiches. And we can see that the Buncha restaurant in that area crushes. The Bumbal Via Sua crushes back there. So we have evidence.
There are banh mi places back there crushing.
Not banh mi. Buncha.
Oh, okay.
Buncha. But it's Koreans, and they love grilled pork. So I agree. Like there's busier areas, but this seems like a great solution for everything. Where it's a wonderful place to live, and I do believe there's enough business to make it work. And because we're all going to live in there, the rent for the banh mi shop is the best price it's going to find. Besides for if it rents at its own location.
Is this a trolling comment?
The Gooning Banh Mi. Yeah. We like this guy. Yeah. We've seen a few of these. I'm not gonna read it.
Okay.
But that kind of thing comes out every once in a while.
Okay.
I don't mind them though. They make me giggle. Okay. Okay. Should I make more than 6? I think it's gonna be all right.
How are they looking?
I have some concerns about the edge of this, but I think it's gonna be okay. Because I'm gonna coat it with the flour and everything. I'm just wondering, do I make more than 6? Let me try to make 8, I guess. So at least if I get a couple that screw up, I'll still have at least one for everybody. But I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, the same commenter said that he stayed in that area for 3 months, and the only banh spot was 7-Eleven, so you don't have any competition.
7-Eleven. Maybe you're on the other side of Fumi Hung then. There's no 7-Eleven on this side I'm looking at. I'm looking at the side where Machadol is and Bombay Villasua.
Mimi would like to know where the Prince of Pennsylvania is from.
Well, the Prince of Pennsylvania is from the great not city of Pennsylvania. No, I'm from Holland. Holland, Pennsylvania. It is a wonderful state. Very beautiful state. And it took me leaving that state and coming back to realize how beautiful Pennsylvania is. But I'm from like Bucks County.
Lost a follower. The kid talks the way you want to have fun. We used to like you. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. The kid talks the way you want to have fun.
What's that mean?
Okay. We used to like you. Well, okay.
And then the Love 69. All jokes aside, love y'all just to give some humor and fun dirty jokes like we like in the kitchen.
I'm fine. No problem with me.
Oh, they're saying the 7-Eleven is on that road that takes you to Sky Garden. That is true. There's a 7-Eleven right there.
On the road that takes you to Sky Garden?
Yes. Near the Chinese place that we went to.
There's 7-Eleven right there.
There is. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, I know where it is. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's bread these things. Oh, actually, this isn't even going to be... I was doing the flour, egg, and breadcrumb because I'm expecting to put this in, the filling inside, because it's going to be wet. But the flour's not going to stick to this. Oh, I'll do it on the edges, though. We'll do it on the
What if
edges.
you wet it?
I could wet it, but I don't think it's necessary. Okay, let's do it.
Or would this even be a situation where we'd start with egg?
You could egg and then back into flour, definitely. But I don't want to go too thick on it, so I'm gonna just do it like this.
Oh, such a nice comment. Chef, they learned so much from you. Thank you so much for your content.
Awesome, dude. Thank you so much.
This is
I'm
why
glad.
Chef gets up in the morning.
Yes. I also get up usually because I have to go to the bathroom. That's kind of my number one reason for getting up in the morning. Bathroom.
You would be moving to live into the new studio.
Well, the studio would be on one floor and my living situation would be above it. That would be the idea. That would be the goal.
Pork is giving the guy the see ya, don't let the door hit ya where the good Lord split ya. What is your job in Vietnam? Are you still a chef?
I am this. I am a content creator. You could call me a tour guide sometimes. You could call me a private chef sometimes. My main focus is a content creator. Maybe a streamer if you want to say that now, I guess. But the I phrase content creator first or influencer or streamer or any of that stuff first, purely because I see that as the best strategy moving forward in terms of long-term highest potential earnings, where the chefing, the tour guiding, that sort of vibe, I mean, that's a one-off, you make some money, but it's over. I don't see that as really the long-term best strategy. So this is the direction I tend to focus on or want to be known for or build.
I think somebody, the comment that I've highlighted is confused on what you're doing right now.
Oh yeah, chef, I'm back. We're making Vietnamese sushi. Let's effing go, Cyber Daddy. Today is Vietnamese Tapas. Friday is Vietnamese. We've had a lot of $100 super chats coming in. So we're at full reservations for dishes. Friday is Vietnamese sushi. Monday is chicken Vietnamese picante. Something from
Vietnamese
southern...
sushi got pushed all the way back to next Friday?
No, Vietnamese sushi. Oh, I'm sorry. Today's Friday?
Today is Friday.
Oh, cannoli. Okay, Vietnamese sushi is Monday. Wednesday is some chicken or pork picante, some dish from Louisiana that I have to do some research on. And then we had another one, which is going to be American Vietnamese fusion, which is going to be Friday. We're booked. Next week we're booked on dishes.
American Vietnamese fusion appetizers.
But there's a nacho element too. Panda, we need you to clarify for us.
I think that's the appetizer. Like, nachos is an appetizer.
Okay. Panda, clarify for us, dude. I want to give you what you're asking for. Well, we've had a lot of $100 super chats, so if the food has been booked and reserved coming up here, we're going to have to make it $1,000 minimum.
Then the plebs can get back. Where have you mainly learned how to cook? I think that's going to be a hard one. Mainly.
Yeah, mainly is a very hard question. It's definitely over time from experience. Every single kitchen I've gone to, I've always learned new techniques, new strategies. Mainly learn how to cook is a very hard thing. I guess mainly it would be tech school. Because that was like, I was working before, mainly where I learned how to cook in real life kitchens. That's the mainly. When I was 14, I started working in a bakery, so I learned how to wash dishes there. And then I worked at some other restaurants through high school. So I, it was basic kind of just how to survive in a kitchen, how to deal with how to deal with the stress and the amount of workload and being talked to in a very difficult way. I had to develop a thick skin. But then like Danielle is where I learned how to do classic French food, and Elenia is where I learned how to think differently and be open-minded about food, and Vietnam has opened my palate up to all types of new flavors, and then showing me that what I thought was the right way was not the right way, it was just one way. And then in Vietnam there's many ways, so everywhere I go I always learn more. The mainly part is hard to answer, yeah, with a mainly.
I would say since you've been doing the live streams, I think that we've been actually witnessing you do a lot of learning on screen. I mean, all of this is new stuff, and you're pulling it out, you're making mistakes, and you're going with the flow. And I think that I think it's gonna be interesting because I think you're gonna be able to turn around, and you're gonna be able to turn around and make a good new restaurant menu like nothing.
Yeah.
And with experience doing it, it's not just, oh, I'm making this up in my head, I think that'll work. Oh, I have done something similar to this.
And I can watch it back, and I can learn what I did. That's why I love everything's documented. Like you see, this is pretty cool. This looks like a spring roll. It is a croquette. I think this is going to be an awesome thing. Fred's not going to like it. He's not going to like ear mushroom inside.
You fed me that Krabby Patty burger.
Oh, that's true.
That was all mushrooms. So.
That's true. That's true. We'll
Chad
see.
is a serial entrepreneur. One of the most true statements said today, I think so.
And I mean, like, I that may be true. I may be a serial entrepreneur. I'm not a great business person. I'm more of a creative more than I am a hardcore business person. I don't like the day in, day out details of running a business. I will do it, but it's not my highest skill set nor desire. I like pushing, doing, always pushing forward.
Is crime any concern in day-to-day life in Vietnam?
No, not for me.
I think petty theft is. We're at the Children's Hospital right now, and that's like a concern we have to be. People will steal our stuff. They will steal your stuff.
Really?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What steal what?
Anything. One lady, because there's only one place to charge your phones, one lady had her phone stolen, and she's just bawling her eyes out. We had at the U hospital when the baby was born, we accidentally stepped away and left the breast pump in a room, and somebody took it.
Damn.
Yeah. Petty theft is real. It's just a thing.
Yeah, I can't say it's something that has affected me in any way. My dad was robbed one time at the gas station. He had a bag, and the bag was grabbed, driven by. So I thought that was an issue years ago and not so much an issue now. It's not something I'm witnessing. Are you seeing like motorbike theft driving by? I haven't seen anything like that in a long time.
No, I haven't seen anything. I really haven't seen anything like that for a long time. No.
Yeah.
But Cayman does say, other than taxi scams, I think that's a good one to bring up. Taxi scams is a problem. I really hate that.
I don't think it's for the locals, but there are some scams for sure with tourists coming in at the airport. Your highest chance of getting scammed, stolen from, is at the airport when you get here. Absolutely. Ooh. Yes, Keen. Keen is wild. What's up, Keen? A croquette spring roll. If you guys don't know, Keen, you're getting a shout out, dude. Keen, I like Keen's channel. Keen's doing cool stuff. He's on Instagram and TikTok, reviewing a lot of street food. I like it. I like the vibe. Keen, I got to give you high credit for the amount of driving you're doing. Like the video content that he's hitting, he's always like District 2, District 4, Tân Bình District, Binh Thanh District. Like I don't know why he's always everywhere, but he's putting in some miles, and I'm sure your motorbike's gonna cost a lot of money to fill up right now. Anyway, I respect the work you're doing, buddy. Glad to see you here. Okay, the last thing we're gonna do, and I'm gonna try to hit this all at the same time. We're gonna do pain de tomate. I believe that's what it's called. Bread with tomato. Okay. our variation that we're gonna do, which is basically bread fried in olive oil with grated tomato on top. We're gonna try to attempt that in a similar fashion, but instead of, we're gonna like reinforce it. So we're gonna do it with the tomato. We're also gonna do it with some pineapple, and we're going to do it with what else am I doing? Thai basil, and chili salt. So this should be a really simple thing. Do I want to cut it like this? No, I'm gonna cut it like this. I'm gonna cut it like this. Then I'm gonna cut it down, and we're gonna serve it like that. That's how we're gonna serve it. Okay.
I don't understand what Baby Panda said. Chad, I can't tell you about that nacho ingredients. It will be stolen from these peeps live right now.
Panda, what do you want me to make, dude? Just tell me, or send me a DM if it's a secret or something. Tell me. I need to know. Well, I'm glad you got something special.
This is, do you recommend any travel agents? I specifically work with a company with my company called Wide Eye Tours. I can say if you want somebody that can help you plan your trip, that's the only company that I know or could recommend. I don't know if Chef knows somebody.
No, I don't have anyone to specifically recommend. I don't think you need a travel agent for this. I don't think you need a travel
I thought you'd say that. But if you do feel like you need one, Wide Eye Tours, that's somebody we work with. And all of their customers, I mean, we're up close and personal with all those customers, and they're all seem to be very happy. I know that their clientele base is usually Australian. But I'm sure that they would be able to help you out if you gave them a call.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the kind of person, if you're going to feel better having it, then go for it. That's just not the way I travel. I'd rather just walk around, get lost, and end up doing nothing in the day, but have a good time getting lost.
Oh, here's a good one by Jack. I've been wanting to start my own cooking/food channel. Do you have any advice? I think live Vietnamese.
Holy cannoli! Holy shit.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that's a $400 super chat. Take a trip with the family to Hawaii next. I guess we're going to Hawaii, bro.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Michael, can he take Cyber Daddy?
Holy crap. All right. Well,
Wow.
we wanted to go to Hawaii. That might be all we need to do it. Okay.
That's what you said. You said you wanted to go to Hawaii?
I do want to go to
I
Hawaii.
want to go to Hawaii. I've
I
never.
wanna go to Hawaii.
Yeah. Wow.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very
And-
nice.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, you've just locked that in. Hawaii will be the next spot we go to. Okay.
And you're gonna have to make videos.
Yeah, we're making videos.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I gotta get the one thing I would recommend, not the travel agent. Just take food tours. Or if you're going somewhere, if you're going to the city, take a food tour. I offer an excellent food tour. But even if you don't want to think, Fred also offers an excellent food tour. Back of My Tours is also an excellent food tour.
Thank you.
And so throughout Saigon, I mean, those are the two I'd recommend here. Beyond that, Lila, Curious About Vietnam. She has food tours going in Hanoi, which are fantastic. And beyond that, she also has food maps throughout different cities. So if you just need looking for food recommendations, another great way. I wouldn't pay for this is my personal. I wouldn't pay for the agent, the travel agent, but I would pay for the food expertise and food opinions of the locals. That I would be happy to pay for.
And if anybody's coming here and they want to, I want to do Cyber Daddy's tour, and I want to do, my tour's not called Cyber Daddy's tour, by
Yes.
the way. It's Back of the Bike Tours.
Yes.
But you also want to go with Chef. Our experience are two very,
Very
very
different.
different things.
Yes.
You are going to be going out with Chef because it's going to be a private thing, so it'll only be you and Chef in your group. And it's not via motorbike. My tour is via motorbike, and you won't even see me on the tour. It's run by my Vietnamese staff, and it's a way to really connect with a real Vietnamese person with some good food over 4 hours via motorbike. But we can also take a car if you don't feel like you want to be on the motorbike, which is also an option.
It's a great experience. It really is. And then the great thing about that too is you're on the motorbike, so you really get that full thing.
But then also going out with Chef is something too. You know,
Oh, yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. Dude, thank you so much for the super chat. That's a major super chat, and I do appreciate it because it really puts the makes Hawaii's the next spot. That's great, and where I wanted to go. Okay, this is gonna get cooked. Tang, I'm thinking about serving this one up and then doing the 3 after that. Doing the bread thing first, and then doing 3. Is that okay? Is that gonna work for you?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want me to like phrase this as like the bonus? But before we serve 3, how about we do the intro like we're showing 3 tapas today, And then it'll say, but I have a bonus first. We'll do the bonus and then we'll do the 3 tapas. Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Let's
Okay.
just be an appetizer or something like that.
Would you like to hear something sweet?
Yeah, sure.
So, you know, Lily is in that room and we don't have access.
Yeah.
And both me and Ngop's first thought was, let's give that nurse, whoever's taking care of our baby, slip them some money
Yeah.
to make sure they're taking care of us. So what we did was, because you actually don't meet who's back there, we put 200,000 in her diaper bag because she sent that back there with her diaper bag. So we put 200K
Yeah.
on her diaper bag. And so Ngop just got called back to the doctor's office. She just sent me a text message, and I'm kind of a little panicky moment. And so the doctor actually said, "Oh, we saw the 200K. We don't need that. We have a salary. If you wanna, you could just write us a nice letter."
Wow.
So that's very sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so for this variation of penne de tomate, I'm going to try to fry the bread in pork fat and almost deep fry it because this is banh mi bread. The banh mi bread is going to be super delicate and light, and it's going to absorb oil very quickly in a bad way. Actually, maybe I'll fry with garlic. Oh, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Okay. It's going to absorb the liquid of the tomato immediately and get soggy. So to prevent that, I'm going to fry the bread crispy so it doesn't absorb the water. That's the idea. Okay. And then I'm going to grate this with this. I'm going to get some Thai basil. Okay, so let's do that. Okay. All right, bread's going down. I'm not going to fry it on the crust side. I'm just frying it on the white side, on the interior side.
Smells nice already.
Yeah. And I do want to get it, I want it to absorb, like, it should be garlicky bread, crouton level of fat inside the bread. So it should be crispy. Gonna go low heat on this. This is my one that I think has the potential to be nice and super simple, but also might just be kind of weak because it's like not much to it. We'll see. We'll see. This is a very, very famous tapas. Hold on, Thai basil.
Aaron, I have your email address. Chef shared it with me last week. I just haven't reached out because I won't be making my way back until the middle of August. So I think that a little bit of time, I'll probably drop you a line sometime toward the end of July and work things out, if that's all right.
Okay. Let's see if this bread the bread has a very high chance of burning quickly, so I just want to make sure we don't do that. I'm going to add a little bit more fat to the pan. And now that the pan is cooling down, I don't know if you saw it before, like the pan was smoking. So I definitely had concerns about burning. Normally this dish, after the bread is toasted, the bread would be rubbed with a garlic clove, and I will do that, but I'm also just going to throw some slices of garlic in the pork fat itself.
Do you feel like such a small thing makes a big difference?
Yes. Yes.
This is the first time I've seen you on live. When do you usually do them?
We live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. Indochina time, aka Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Unless you're watching this video 6 months from now, and then it'll be back to 10 p.m. because we do daylight savings times, and it's stupid. And it makes this confusing for me to tell you what time we're streaming. Okay, so this is getting crispy. I have the tomato. I have the pineapple. I'm going to grate the pineapple. I'm going to grate the tomato. I got Thai basil. I got my salt. Oh, I forgot about the jabon.
We can get like the American style smoked barbecue. I do miss it. I mean, it's very prevalent where I'm from. But I kind of miss the home style barbecues, you know, like going to a buddy's house. And even if it's bad barbecue, I kind of like that whole environment.
Yeah,
you know?
oh yeah, backyard barbecues are pretty great. That's
Yeah.
pretty top tier American experience.
I was last in Hue when Obama took office. Will be interesting to see how the city has changed.
It's changed.
Yeah, that was long, yeah.
Yeah, that's been a little bit of time.
Where's Hue?
Hue is in the central. It's above Da Nang, above Hoi An. It's close there, but it's above it.
There's a beach?
Is he on Twitch too or what?
Twitch, Kick, TikTok, YouTube. There are 4 big platforms we're on it.
What's the most difficult Western ingredient or dish to cook or find in Vietnam?
Things with lamb. Lamb's hard to get here.
Truffle.
Truffle. I don't really have. Nothing's really like that I can think of like difficult. It's just some
Difficult to
stuff's
get.
pricey. Like your ingredients can be pricey.
Horseradish isn't that easy to find.
Oh, fresh. Yeah, horseradish hard to find. That's true. All right, so we're gonna try Getting this bread nice and crispy.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. Having Fred be the chat's voice is the best vibes.
Whoa, he's gonna like that.
Look at that, the vibes, yeah. Well, I'm usually work on the computer, but today I'm just not, so why not?
Because he's just an angry man today. No
This
computer.
is making me feel so much better, guys. Actually, I have to say that I was angry at him. Thank you, guys. Now we just need a 2 score out of Fred. That's right. Yeah, yes, that is correct.
It might be this.
It could
We're
be
gonna
today.
find out.
Ooh, the studio looks so nice. It does.
Okay, the bread's crispy. Let's try. Let's see. I have no ideas about this one. This one I don't know what it's going to be. It could really be anything in terms of. Why is that? What is in there? Something is inside my fryer oil. What is that brown thing? Is that your camera gear? What is that? Oh, it's a leaf. All good. Just a leaf.
Freak out over.
All right, let's do this. So these are going to come on the board.
What is the time conversion for you guys versus standard Eastern time in the States? They just did the...
They just did, yeah. So we're not 12 hours, we're 11 hours ahead now, I think. Or, I don't know.
It's 12. For me in the Midwest, it's exactly 12 hours now, which I love it when it's like that.
Oh, that's
So,
nice for you, yeah.
Yeah, 7 a.m. is 7 p.m. there. Very easy to figure
Oh,
out.
yeah, so yeah, now it's,
Yeah. So that must be 13-hour difference, I guess, for the East Coast, right?
well, it's 10 a.m. here is 11 p.m. on the East Coast. Okay.
Oh, 11 hours. There we go. Somebody's got it. Caymans.
Okay, so we are going to try, we're just going to grate the tomato over this.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. It's literally super simple. I'm going to take, I have a garlic clove that's already been,
Is that a new microplane?
this is a one for like chocolate. Yeah, I bought it. I just want a real grater, but I don't have it. Or I don't have it easily accessible right now.
You rubbing it with the garlic now?
Yeah, rubbing
Oh,
it
wow.
with the garlic a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're going to grate the tomato on top. So before we serve our trio of tapas, we have a little bonus tapas right now. The easiest, most classic one. You want to just grate this? I'm going to grate this in a bowl.
I like this comment from Big Eats Small Seats. Your stream is funny, but slow and sometimes boring. It's good I can watch it live as I'm doing today. I'm noting everything in a journal of what not to do. Some value though, thanks.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks for your comment. Great comment.
Ooh, what is your most favorite Vietnamese dish to make?
I have none. I don't like making anything. I don't like making anything more than once. I don't get satisfaction of producing. I'll give you.
I would say I think Chef's very proud of his boom ball though.
That's the answer. Yes, that's the answer.
Ravioli?
That's not Vietnamese dish.
We're gonna be rich. We needed that on the board.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Every time there's a banger, we're gonna be rich. I guess I would enjoy making bún bò, the bún bò Huế, purely because I like to see the reaction of Vietnamese people when they eat my bún bò, and they go, "This tastes like bún bò," and I'm like, "Thanks." So that's kind of cool because I know they don't expect me to cook something that's authentic. It has that flavor that they grew up with, so I do enjoy that.
If Chef just feeds me just normal anything, I would be just surprised.
Yeah,
if Chef just makes a normal hamburger, I'd be like, oh my god, what is going on? I didn't know you could just make normal shit, Chef. Oh no, there's mum tum inside the hamburger tucked in. Mum tum and cheddar.
Is this a cheeseburger? No, it's cheeseburger bún chả.
Yeah.
So this is.
Oh, Chef's gonna like this one.
Go ahead.
I don't know if they're talking about you or me.
Go ahead.
Has anyone ever told you look like Justin Timberlake?
Every time on stream.
Do they say that a lot?
That happened every time on stream.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll take it. I like Ryan Reynolds too. I'll take that one too. All right, so I grated these things separately. I just want to control juice and moisture. But this is literally the dish. It's this with a little bit of basil on top, raw
That's
tomato, and they fry it with olive oil. So like this is like one of the most popular, easiest tapas that you can get.
And is that because like the tomatoes in Spain are just like absolutely top tier?
Yeah.
Dad,
What?
what's the difference between raw tomato and cooked?
What's the
You
difference?
said raw tomato on top.
This is raw tomato.
Yeah.
Well,
Cooking it changes the flavor.
It's
of
not
it.
cooked. All right, so we're gonna do this. Now the Viet elements. So now we're using a bun, we're using pork fat, so that's not really Spanish, but.
Do you know where most of your viewership resides?
United States. Most. United States, Australia, Vietnam. So the pineapple is going to kind of be the little bit tropical element that should give us some brightness. It should be good.
There's the Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Jumping in. So everything else has been standard garlic, tomato, and now we're getting the Vietnamese.
Yeah,
flavor.
we're getting a little Viet, and we're going to go a little bit more Viet. Now this should just be really subtle. This kind of dish. It should just be, like a bruschetta kind of thing. I'm going to go a little bit of this choking salt. You didn't see me earlier. I literally choked when I opened it up. This is a type of chili salt that's very fine. And when you open it, it makes you choke because it goes in your lungs. Tang really enjoyed giving this to me so he could watch me choke every single time. Although I appreciate the beautiful container that it's in. We're going to have to get that back to you.
CKSK's version of smelling salts.
Yeah. All right, so the choking salt is on there, salty, spicy. Hopefully that's going to be enough seasoning. And we're going to finish it with just some Thai basil.
When you guys are craving something like Mexican food, do you make it, or are there some decent spots in Vietnam? Ingredients are hard to come by, no?
There are some decent spots for Mexican food in Vietnam. There's Tippy's. Michael's been on a Tippy's binge. He's been ordering Tippy's a lot right now, and that is a local taco spot. There's another spot called La Fiesta, which is pretty good, but it has great value. We go there often. And then there's also some wonderful producers of tortillas and tacos, so you can make them at home. Dos Laquitas makes great tortilla products, so you definitely can make that stuff at home. They also have great salsa. All right, so here's our first little snack. Our little bonus tapas, the baby snack. Let's see if this is going to be anything.
And check out this comment, Chef.
Here you
I'm
go,
very
Tree.
curious about it.
Here you go, Tree. April 23rd and 26th. The Bun Me Festival is back, huh? No, I doubt it'll be there. I doubt we'll be there. We're not organized for it anyway. Tank's going to come by and try this thing. Lee and Tree's over there. Let's see.
Italian. Now this looks like a
Maybe a little more
pizza.
salt.
It's simple.
It's simple.
Simple and delicious. What's going on?
Yeah. Oh, pork fat's good.
Great idea.
Can you pick up the bread?
Hmm?
Okay. You're done.
Why is it spicy on my tongue?
Honestly, I'm having so much fun. I forgot we're going to get to eat the food. Wow. That's simple, Chef. That's simple. And are we waiting for my score?
You can give your
Wait, he hasn't tried it yet, right?
He hasn't tried it. You're
Let
right.
me. Yeah, okay. Let me wait.
Yeah, we'll let Tang bite it before Fred gives his score.
Ooh. Yeah, you yummy up of that
It
tree.
looks like a pizza.
It does look like a
Tree, if you want, you can run over next to Fred if you want to give your opinion.
Come on over here, big dog.
Then we're gonna have Tang give this a try.
I've got some pepperoni on here.
You got some pepperoni on there?
What do you think about throwing some pepperoni on there, Chef?
Lapsang we could throw on there.
Vietnamese pizza.
Though, yeah, the lapsang would be. Your daddy loves his lapsang.
Tang, you need to eat it.
Good one.
Okay, okay.
What do you think?
Like,
Good. I think it's quite good. Simple.
without the basil, it just looks like a piece of bread.
You check it out, please.
Yeah, feed it to him. I think that's where this next. You just have to feed it to him while he never puts the camera down.
But we need a shot of him eating it too, though. That's the problem.
Here it goes.
All right, he's coming. Now Tang's ready.
Ooh.
All right, let's factor in whatever Tang gives. It should be 1 point higher because he waited too long.
Ooh, fresh?
Fresh.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of tomato.
Ah.
This one is easier to eat.
Easier to eat.
Do I give point now?
You can get points, yeah. great. You can get point two.
Here it is. Has anyone told you you look like Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
I just watched Free Guy last night.
The movie theater, like in the video game one.
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
We are doing the bonus dish.
Oh, put fish herb on it to make it extra Viet.
There's some people I like in the chat, and there's some people I don't like in the chat. Mr. Chooch69.
Oh, somebody's saying a restaurant called Oh, this is Cayman. Mexicanos in Sky Garden is decent. I haven't had it before.
In Sky Garden, huh?
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Okay.
What'd you give it, Tank? Oh, he's going now. Another person seconds that. Fred's the man. Thank you guys very much.
What number was that? A 3!
And 8.3.
Oh my god! Whoa, I was caught off guard by that. I mean, that's fine. We prefer honesty here at CKSK, but that's okay. 8.3. That's a good score.
It's
What do you
fresh.
got?
It's a good appetizer.
Right. 8, dude. I'm 8 too. Go ahead.
oh.
Whoa, bad camera. There we go. 8.
Yeah.
And I'm an 8. I'm here. Give me my.
Hey, Dad.
I'm an 8 as well. No, I'm good. I'm an 8. That's solid. Great.
Solid. Simple.
Consensus.
Super simple, fresh. Yeah.
Right.
It's hard to give something so simple a higher score.
That's
but
what I was worried about with this dish too, but it worked.
Could it get any better? I don't know.
A better tomato. Give me a better tomato. But the tomato's decent. Great. I'm very happy with that. And I think that's kind of what it is. This would be like your first beer, your first tapas you get. The cheapest one that you're going to get landing on your table. It has... It's based off that classic Spanish.
Huh.
I'm really happy with that, actually. Even just...
I like this comment here, Chef.
Good. Time to smear some Vegemite into a dish. I'm into it. Let's get a $300 donation. We'll put some Vegemite in anything you want. No, I like Vegemite. I like Marmite. I would be interested to play with that more. I've only used it or had it in the most traditional way, just butter bread. But I'm down to play with it. All right, so we're going to fry our Dayal croquette. Maybe I should go stir that soup.
Keaton says you have the same audience as him, by the way.
I assume. It's going to be a similar audience.
And I love pyraminx. Which food are you doing now?
All right, so we're going to do all three at the same time. Now we're going to plate up a little tapas trio. We're going to do all three trios right now. So we have the Dayal croquette, aka a croquette spring roll. Then we're going to have the yellow gazpacho with the mango and the pineapple, and we're also going to have try this. We'll cut our tortilla. And I can see there's like a little bit of leakage going on the bottom of the tortilla. There's some moisture on the bottom, which is a good sign.
I love leeks.
That means I didn't overcook it, so that's cool. And we're going to fry the spring rolls, and then we're going to put it all together at the same time, get a good taste, see what everybody thinks, call it a day for the show. What's the minimum wage in Vietnam? I believe it's a 25,000. Does that sound right?
Minimum wage?
You think it's 18?
I think you paid less. Yeah, I think you get paid less than 20.
I'm only saying 25 because I know that's what 7-Eleven pays at the cash register.
7-Eleven pays 18.
I saw 25.
Okay, maybe.
Maybe there's different levels. But it's about 85 cents an hour, something like that.
It's legally 25.
Legally
You
25?
cannot.
Okay, so we had to be
Below,
confirm that. Don't listen to the white boys, 25K. So that's $1 an hour is the minimum wage.
You
All right.
said legally, though.
Legally.
You know, I might be thinking 180,000 in a day or something like that. Or something.
You can go lower.
You've got to try surf. Oh, Surströmming. Is that the fermented fish in the can? The one that bubbles up?
Open it underwater.
Yeah, you open it underwater.
Outside.
Yes. Chad would be so good on one of those competitive cooking shows. Yeah, I'd probably do all right in it.
Chef's
But you never know.
At all. He's a genius.
You never know, though. I mean, you might get out on the first round. You never know. But I promised I would defend myself on it heavy. Been wondering what you paid for your patio fish tank. Oh, did you find at a plant shop or fish aquarium shop? Gonna see about getting one of those. I got that off of Facebook. Guys were advertising on Facebook. I believe we paid $4 million for the frame, so it was about $160 for the unit delivered, and that was custom measured for our location and came with a pump. So about $160. It's worth it. Fantastic. I did have a leak one time. I had to repair it, but I love it. It's great. I think the price point is great. If we get a big house, I probably will get another one.
If you get a big house, are you going to do the like a hydroponics type of thing? That would come
No,
up really
probably
fun?
not that.
Dad, can you tell them about what happened to the fish when you had to repair the pond?
Sure. So when the pond was leaking, the only way to repair the pond was to completely empty it, drain it out, dry it out, and then redo all the silicone lining. So in the meantime, I had all these big goldfish with big brains walking around. And so what I did was I filled up my tub, and for a week we had fish in my bathtub for a week.
In your house now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah,
funny.
It was pretty funny. And then for a couple days after that, the tub smelled a little bit. Yeah, because we had the tub with like the jets in it. So definitely some of the pond water like settled in the jets. And so we had to like wash out the tub a couple times.
Oh no!
I
hope that landlord's not watching.
Oh, they're fine. We're all good now. I've taken many baths in there.
I feel so sad you're moving out of the apartment. I do love that apartment.
I love that apartment too.
I like showing other people your apartment without having to pay the rent myself.
It is an amazing apartment, and the only reason I'm moving is to get the studio into my house. But the place that we might potentially rent, if it works out, is great. It's really great. It's amazing.
I don't know about this one. I'm hearing it's like Chinatown popped out of nowhere in Binyung.
What? I'm hearing it's like Chinatown popped out of nowhere in Binyung.
This started.
I see.
This started back pre-pandemic, though. I believe there was a lot of factories moving here.
Yeah, but it's just all Chinese moving to get through everything. There's a lot of Chinese, but not every time, but a lot of places we're looking at to rent, they quickly get rented by Chinese. And there's real estate agents know this, they're talking about, apparently it's Chinese coming from Cambodia, renting stuff very quickly. That are either on the run, I don't know what they're doing, but it's happening. And they're scooping up locations very quick, and they usually stay for 3 months and then they leave. They rent a location, they do whatever they're doing, and then they're out. So it seems a little fishy, I don't know. All right, we're just getting this oil up to 170 Celsius before I drop these spring rolls. And then all this, once these are frying, we'll be coming together in about 4 minutes. Everything will be ready.
My love story with my wife, she added me on Facebook, and I could see that she was a teacher, and I had been a kindergarten teacher during the pandemic. And so I messaged her. I said, "Hey, teacher." And she fell in love with me right then and there. And we decided to see each other during the pandemic. But if you guys don't know, during the pandemic, we were trapped, like locked into our houses and our apartments. So
quarantine,
you weren't supposed to leave. And when she came over for the first time, she was stuck with me for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But look, we got along so well during that time. And then she went home for like a week and then came back and spent another 2.5 months with me. And this was at the beginning of our relationship. And it's been going well since. Okay,
I'm just saying, gas price just dropped a little bit. Looks like they pulled the gasoline taxes. Oh, that's great news. I was getting worried. Like, I'm just, I told my wife today, maybe I don't want to say it. Don't panic. But it might be good just to have a couple bottles of water in your house and some instant noodle in your house. So I told my wife today, I'm buying that. I bought a case of water, a case of instant noodle, just something. But I'm glad to hear if the gasoline prices are dropping.
Chef might be interested in this comment.
Yeah. And just about Freddie. Freddie's a very charismatic individual who attracts a lot of attention from a lot of people, and I'm just so happy with his wife now. She's a very wonderful, sweet, good-hearted person, great mother, and she's a good cook. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy with my friend.
He loves that fact.
I really
did
love
not
it.
know she was such a good cook.
It brings me such joy that he has married a woman who knows how to cook well and cook different things and open mind. I don't know why, but that makes me so happy for him. And I'm very excited to see Fred end up with a very wonderful, sweet, great mother woman. And so, congratulations, Fred.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, are we thinking about the same kind of hydroponics? No, I live in Vietnam, so that will never happen. I live in Vietnam, and I love living here. It's a wonderful place, and I don't know what you're talking about. But in terms of like growing vegetables hydroponically, it just doesn't seem worth it to me. I'll do it on a very small scale in my pond. I have plants growing on the pond.
See, I really am kind of in love with that system that you built at your dad's house, where you have the tilapia, and that's going through this. I just think that's great. When I get back to the U.S., I want to do something like that. If you have the space, that sounds like just what's for dinner? We don't have anything thought. Just go grab a tilapia out of the.
I'm very much into aquaponics, and in America, I had a big aquaponics system. And when I have property and land, I'm gonna build a big freaking aquaponics system. But in this, just on my deck, it's more of almost like a show than it is really functional in that situation. So my main thing would just be to make the area beautiful with plants, not necessarily to grow for the function of feeding myself.
Oh, Corrupt just said that in aquaponics system. That's great. Yeah, so Chef's very familiar with that.
I'm into it. Yeah. I was hardcore. I love it. I'm into permaculture. That's been my life the whole time. I just don't have the land. When I get land, that'll be how this channel takes over. We'll still be doing cooks like this, but there will be an outside showing off permaculture, feeding the goats, feeding the cows. I love that lifestyle. I can't wait to live that too.
Thank you, baby panda.
I'm gonna drop. Nice. I'm gonna drop these spring rolls or these croquettes. Hopefully they don't break or pop.
What are Dutch buckets?
Dutch buckets. Oh, Dutch buckets are a hydroponic system. You can do it aquaponically, but it's usually hydroponics, and it's like a 5-gallon bucket, and it's like 1 plant per 5-gallon bucket. So it's like you're growing a tomato plant in a 5-gallon bucket, and it could either be in its own cycle of water, or it could be taken from a larger base and it's dripping into multiple buckets and then it's running back into the main line. So it's basically your individual 1 plant, 1 bucket. You have 20 plants, you have 20 buckets.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
it is a very good system.
This seems like it would take up a lot of space.
Usually it's going to be only for large plants, tomatoes, large tomato plants.
And I would push back. If you had space on the roof and you have Mikey,
Huh?
who Mikey's got.
I don't know what you're talking about. We live in
No,
Vietnam.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm not talking about that. Like something like an expensive thing that isn't here. Microgreen.
Yeah.
You make a lot of money doing microgreens or straw. I thought like really good tomatoes, like doing the really good tomatoes and like selling the plants if they produce really good tomatoes.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, Michael's got that skill set. That's not my skill set. So I think there's definitely a market for him if he'd like to pursue that. And I think he probably would. But what Michael would do, the only thing I would do hydroponically, aquaponically here would be extremely hard things to grow. Maybe a lemon tree would be kind of cool, something like that, or even a cherry tree or a peach tree.
I thought there'd be a market for some really spicy chilies that you really couldn't get.
There is. Habaneros would be great. Jalapenos, there's not that commonly available yet. So huh?
I would buy very spicy chili.
You would buy spicy chili? Yeah. Well, there you go. Okay, fine. All right, so we are about.
How are those croquettes working out?
They look good. I'm gonna go cut this thing in half. I'm gonna try to plate all this up at the same time. I think I can. Okay. And the filling's already cooked in here, so I don't need to worry about these getting cooking or being undercooked rather. We're just trying to crisp up the edge, and I also probably would rather have them a little bit undercooked because I don't need the inside to be like burning my mouth out, nor do I want them to explode from heat. So let's just call it there. Obviously, this looks crispy already. A little longer.
I hope that what you're making now can live up to that 8 that we just had, because that was so simple and so good.
We're gonna see.
Microgreens would be a great business idea. I just don't know if there are enough restaurants that want microgreens here. I'm not sure. I think a lot of the higher end restaurants are going to be going for Vietnamese cuisine. I think a lot of them are an Asian style cuisine, so maybe they're not reaching for microgreens. I don't know. What do you think, Chef?
I think there's definitely a market for it. Absolutely. There are some microgreens available now, so you have to do specialty stuff.
Yeah, there are, right?
But there's definitely some upscale restaurants here who would pay. So if you can produce the right kind of green, I think microgreens always a strong business.
I watched that on like YouTube, like people that make quite a good living doing microgreens.
All right, let's cut this thing open. I'm gonna make sure Tang gets a good shot of this.
Ooh.
And we're gonna see how well I did on the cook. Ready?
Chef, could you remind us again what's in the inside?
So this is the typical Spanish frittata. So besides for the egg, the onion, potato, which would always be inside, I've also added some. Oh, looks good. Okay, great. I've also added some lapsang, the Chinese sausage, and we've added some salted egg yolk, which I think is really cool. I'm gonna pull this up. Oh, that's gonna be a little hard. Okay, let's try again.
I feel you do reach for lapsang like it is a Vietnamese ingredient.
Yes. Yes, it is. I mean, it's an Asian ingredient. Let me try it again. I'm gonna try one little wedge of this just because I want to talk about, or I want to taste the salt level. That was the one thing I was uncertain of. I want to make sure I'm there. Otherwise, I'll just season it quickly.
Has something fell out there at the end, or is that just how it looks?
It's just salt potato.
Oh.
It can be cooked. If I was giving this in a big wedge, it's easier for it not to fall out. But in a small wedge, it does loosen a little bit because it is soft. I was trying to not make this too soft, too cooked.
Were you pleased with your taste test?
Yes. I could. I'll let you try.
Now, if you didn't have the salt level where you wanted it to be, what were you going to do?
I'm just going to garnish with some large grain salt. And I think I'm going to.
I think that's more expensive than it used to be. I think it was $68K, but that's also at the Circle K. Circle K, everything's expensive.
to see if I
I think, how much are you making a day doing dishes with your daddy?
Depends on how well he does during the day.
So $0.
He he's walked out. He can walk out of here with $100K if he does a great job.
This is the best deal of your life.
Really?
I know he's.
I'm starting to appreciate it more and more.
That's good.
Well, one thing's for sure.
It'll be interesting because if ever, all of this stuff is on the internet forever, he is gonna look back at this stuff like later down.
Trey?
Yeah,
I know.
Later down the road.
I'm gonna appreciate it.
I know, and he's gonna be like, "Wow, Dad, thanks."
I want to say how I think this is such a special moment in my life too. Like I think it's been great because you
Yeah.
weren't here for a long. Chad was here. If you guys don't know, Chad convinced me to move to Vietnam, and then left me to run a business by myself a year after I moved here.
Was it 1 year after?
It was 1 year after.
Oh my God! You were here for 1 year and I left.
And you
Wow.
had me running a
And I left for 10 years.
running a motorbike tour, eating Vietnamese food after only being here a year.
Wow. I'm gonna top this with a little bit of the salt.
Yeah, but it's just so it's cool to have you back, and I love the chat, and I
Yeah,
love
it's very
what you
fun.
guys got going on in the studio
Yeah.
here. It's great.
Okay, we're gonna finish with our gazpacho, and we are gonna be good to go.
This is cool. Vietnamese. I think it's not as colorful as your typical food you make. Is that would that be a kind of Spanish cuisine thing?
I mean, I don't think so. The tapas is a very simple food. It's not like there's nothing about the look of it. They're just trying to give you something to eat with beer, or eat or drink with beer. So basically, the look is not my number one thought. Wait, I wanted to add candy chili to something. Oh, then maybe that.
What is that?
This is the I'm calling yellow gazpacho, even though it's kind of greenish. But this is pineapple, mango, cucumber, macadamia nut oil, a little bit of chili, a little bit of raw rum. And purely because, oh, wait, that's a good idea. Let's do this.
Mind if I call it?
Purely because this man's talking trash on the color. We could do that.
Is that what I was doing?
And then, but we need something to hold the
I
cup
was just
anyway.
saying, you know, typically
Look,
Chef
dude.
gives us these very beautiful,
fine, that's
bright,
fine.
chatified dishes.
I like that because this is gonna hold my cup, so I'm happy about that.
Ooh, purple.
So I think I missed any comments that came in the last 5 minutes. Sorry, guys. My phone was not on, it seems.
So besides or rather to finish the soup, when I bought the pineapple today, it comes with shrimp salt. That's such a common pairing for us here. So I'm gonna add a little bit of shrimp salt on top of our gazpacho.
Dad?
Yes.
Can I have mine without the shrimp?
No, young man,
Yeah,
you
I
must
like
taste
it.
it as a
I like
chef
it.
presents it. Okay, it's chili salt. Okay.
No.
Okay. If you try it first, if you don't like it, I'll give you one without it. But you need to try it as I give it to you.
Got it.
And then, once again, because of the trash talk. Let me think. No, I'm gonna do it like
Once
that.
again, because of the trash talk.
I'm just debating because now, Fred's.
You're
making me-
right, Dark Knight. And if Chef did have his way, if we all went back to America, we'd all be living on Chef's land, doing something all together.
Watch cool is Chef is creating, but circle from Fred, Tang, Michael, and Tree. It's the universe. Yeah. And I agree. That will happen. I'm gonna buy 100 acres, and eventually, everyone will eventually get in there and settle, and it'll be amazing.
And we'll have a farm.
We're gonna have everything.
Somebody sounds we need those micro herbs now.
I'm gonna Where's Michael with the microgreens? I'm gonna probably serve this potato thing with a little bit of that omiaka chili sauce I was talking about earlier. So, because I think I'm gonna want some heat.
The Tabasco one?
Yeah, the Tabasco with the pineapple and the chili.
Thank you.
All right, our trio of
Could you fork me, brother?
Oh, yeah.
our trio of tapas has been completed. We will try
Let's
it.
go with the color there, Chef. I like it.
Yeah, the spoon is gonna be a slurper
Oh.
or the soup. So I would just
Okay, so I
we
don't
just
need
need
a
a
spoon,
fork.
buddy.
We
Just
just
a
need
fork.
forks.
And
And
I could just hand it. Do
So-
you imagine us eating?
no,
with
you fork that one. It's gonna be sloppy and loose.
Well, let's start with the yellow gazpacho, guys. The yellow
Yeah,
gazpacho.
I would start with the soup. And so I intend
Smell?
to eat this potato thing with this chili sauce. This is Omiakao, a wonderful brand, top tier. And this particular product is my favorite thing he makes.
It smells clean.
There you go, everybody.
All right, so
I'll think about it.
I'm gonna be sampling and tasting right along with Freddie over there.
All right.
But I'm gonna leave my reaction I'm gonna remain neutralist on my reactions.
Okay, here we go. Let's
Yes,
try.
Yo, try your things. Try your soup. Tang's gonna get. We're gonna get the Vietnamese, the official Vietnamese palette as well.
Chef never ceases to amaze. He really doesn't.
Excuse me, Dad. You said the first one was like gonna be like the cheapest one you get, right?
We did that already.
When was the last time you had it?
Can
Sorry,
we stay
little brother,
focused?
sorry.
Eat the soup. Drink the soup.
When is the last time you had a gazpacho, Chef?
Dude. 12 years? 20 years?
He remembers the taste of gazpacho quite well because he recreated it as a Vietnamese gazpacho. Dude, this is you go, oh, this is a Vietnamese gazpacho. Like, very cool. Very great, Chef.
You want me to move this stuff or you want to have these double
No,
plates?
it's fine.
Fine? Okay.
I'm moving on to
Go ahead,
the
move on.
croquette.
You can eat the rest as anywhere you want. Tree, you might want to go next to Fred so we can get the same camera for you. Make it easier.
Oh!
It's going to be
Oh!
loosey-goosey. It's going to be loosey in there.
Oh!
Can you move it, Chef?
It's creamy.
Yeah.
Very
Go
creamy,
yeah,
guys.
yeah. All right, I'm going to leave. Here, guys, give me 1 second. Let me get these guys. Sorry, guys.
Creamy and meaty.
I'm going to flip you guys to Freddie first.
Did you say, ugh?
And then we'll come back and try it.
This is good.
Yeah.
It's very, there's a lot of mushroom going on.
Move it.
No. Move my plate.
Move. Ready?
Here you want to go.
Creamy and meaty. Okay. You know, now I'm hand eating it.
You can hand it. I think you're going to need a
Oh,
fork on that thing.
yeah,
I really
maybe.
do think you're going to need a fork. Tree, what do you eat in your mouth right now? What are you so pumped about? The spring roll thing?
Last one.
The potato thing?
Yeah.
He likes those. I made them for the house sometimes. He likes
No,
those a lot.
it's just because the laptop.
Left songs in there.
I didn't get a lapsang bite yet.
And we're just waiting for Tang to finish his B-roll. That's why you're not getting any beautiful shots of us over here. Focus on Fred and little tree over there.
Last
Okay.
bite of the tortilla. Last bite was the best bite.
Okay, so we're gonna let those guys enjoy their bites while they think about what score to give. Then Tang and I are gonna get our chance to try this thing. I'm gonna try to move it out of here. Okay. All right. So
How can we eat this?
Huh.
well, you're gonna soup it first, and then I would probably go tortilla, and then I'd probably go spring roll after that.
Everybody's disappointed you're not getting a 2 today.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Soup first. Okay.
Soup first.
Whoa. Oh.
Whoa's good.
Did you dip it all?
Dip? No, don't dip.
No?
Did you drink all your soup?
Nope.
You didn't even try it yet?
I tried it. I don't like it at all.
Really? Oh.
It's weird, but I like it. It's just like really thick pineapple smoothie. Vietnamese pineapple smoothie.
You can think about it that way. I bet you a lot of Vietnamese, if they think of it as smoothie, they're gonna be like, what?
Are you gonna want 3 rating, Chef?
I think we're gonna have to do it that way, right? I think we're gonna have to do it that way.
3 ready?
Well, I mean, you can maybe really like one thing and not the other.
Yeah. Right, creamy thing here. Oh wow. I would want this in my chả giò.
You want that in your chayo?
Yeah.
That filling?
It's creamy.
That is a YouTube award behind Chef, by the way. He earned that. What is that, 100? Is that 100K subscriber?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, we just got that made here down the street for $5. All right, because I got to run, Chef, I want to give you your
Go
score.
ahead, go ahead.
We're going to go 69.
6.9 overall.
This is 69. This is 96, 69. We're gonna go 9 on the gazpacho.
9 on gazpacho.
I think the gazpacho is great. I really do. The other thing I'm gonna go 6
on both.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know why. Maybe the potatoes slightly undercooked on the tortilla, but just not really like crazy. I think it's a good tortilla. Got a 6.
Yeah.
Like I'd sit there and eat it. And then I don't know why, but maybe the mushrooms do come through for me a little on the middle one. But it's very creamy and very
Yes.
rich. Caught me off guard. Maybe that's just not my flavor profile anymore. Like living here for so long. But I think it's good. A 6 is it's good. It doesn't taste bad, but it's just But this is standout. The gazpacho, you killed it. Like, and when I drank that, I was like, gazpacho.
Yeah. It's pretty good in that way. How about you, Tree? You got any words?
Fred's gonna like me on this one. I do not like the gazpacho.
Whoa! Why?
I don't. It just.
Well said. Well said. No,
Not my flavor.
Okay. And
Not my tempo.
Any of the other stuff?
Yep. 7.5 on the spring roll.
Okay.
Good. And then for the lapsung.
Really? Is that a 9 over there?
Look
Okay.
at
Okay, cool.
I ate it all.
Yeah, I see that. And you ate all the spring rolls.
Oh, I'm sorry, TikTok. I can't move your camera right now. But yeah, so we got a 9 from Tree for the potato,
really hate
7.5 for the spring roll, and a 2 for the soup. Freddie's got a 9 on the soup, and the other 2 are both a 6 in his opinion. All right, so let's see what the Vietnamese palate himself is going to say. The expert, the OG, the one we care about. Unless he rates it low, then his opinion doesn't matter.
You can just take 9s from everybody.
I think Freddie's running out of here, dude. Thanks for stopping
Well,
by.
I want to see what you score.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This one is 7.5.
Soup is 7.5. Interesting. Interesting. And I think that's a really bizarre thing for you.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird for me.
Yes.
But I like the shrimp sauce in there.
Yes.
Really good.
Yeah.
This one is a 10.
Which one's a 10?
The chả giò one.
Wow.
Really?
Whoa.
It's creamy. It's creamy and I really like it. And it's a rare texture in Vietnamese chả giò. Because when you eat the chả giò, it still has some texture inside,
Yes.
but this one is completely creamy.
Yes. And I'm very happy with... God, I'm sorry. You finish.
Do you think about using the chả giò wrap and not the bánh tráng wrap?
Yes. I would change the wrapping if I did it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see that in... this one is
The potato.
Potato?
The left side.
Potato.
Curious.
Personally, I didn't like that one.
Okay.
So it's a 7.
A 7.
I think it's a little bit more seasoned.
Okay.
I can describe it as a pretty decent omelette.
An omelet. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
For the Vietnamese tongue.
Yes.
It's like that.
Ask you guys. Can you have this Coke Zero?
We can share it. We'll split it.
Yeah.
For me, very interesting. For the gazpacho, I'm gonna go 8.5. I really did like that. I thought that was cool. I thought it really worked. I think it felt like, I guess I gotta give it a 9 actually. Because it was a Vietnamese gazpacho. It was a success.
It was?
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna go 9. Because it was a successful Vietnamese gazpacho to me. It really was. So I think that was the greatest success. The spring roll to me is a 7.5. Could easily be a 9 really quickly with a better wrapper. This wrapper, I would next time I'd either try it.
That's what brought it down for you. Were expecting a crispy, kind of crunchy.
Yeah, I want it more. So either I would use no rice paper at all and just do the standard breading procedure, and I would get a nice crispy sort of chicken nugget out exterior. Where this, the very thin rice paper, made it appear like it was crispy on the outside, but sogged up really quick after a few seconds. So I intended that. Probably what I should have done. I should have done the flour. I should have done the into the egg and then back into the flour and then back in the egg and then the breadcrumb again, because that would have built us a layer of crust that actually would have worked out well. My intention with the rice paper was just to hold everything together, not to really feel it on the outside, but you did feel it on the outside. I love the filling though. The texture is great. The creaminess is great.
I'll tell you what, I didn't mind the exterior.
Really?
That wasn't really my beef with it. No.
You're just the flavor on the inside.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
creaminess was. I don't know. Did much.
I love the creaminess, and I'm actually really. What did I give it? A 7.5, I think. I'm giving it an 8.5. I'm changing my opinion again. I'm going 8.5 purely because I think the exterior change will be great, and I'm really happy with the interior of it being creamy, without using dairy. Even though I use a tiny bit of dairy, don't tell anybody about that. But most of it's no dairy, so I thought that was really cool. The tower worked out in there.
Were you trying to capture the flavor of a chow yaw on the inside?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that you did.
Yeah,
I think
that
you
was
nailed
cool.
it. It
Right.
was like really very savory.
Yeah.
Very much so, like powerful.
Trying to get a jayal flavor in a croquette texture. So in that way, it's successful.
Yeah.
But just the shell could be better. So 8.5 on that for me now. And the potato thing, or the tortilla, good, not great. I'm at a 7. I'm at a 7.
Do you feel like it was undercooked?
Potato slightly undercooked. They're right. This is like on the line for the potato. It is the minimum level of cook, so it passes, but I would prefer it more cooked for sure.
If you continue to cook it, would it got the tortilla too dark?
Yeah, I needed to cook the potatoes more before I added them to the egg.
Okay.
When we were doing the frying process, the potatoes need to be a little bit longer, so 7 on this thing. And I would have increased, next time, I would increase the amount of lapsang, the Chinese sausage. I would increase the amount of salted egg. Inside the salted egg was almost nothing. Did you taste any salted egg?
No, it's under season.
Yeah,
I didn't know there was any salted egg.
Yeah, I could have, that could have been a lot more.
Same here.
Bye, chatters. Thanks for having
See
me
you, buddy,
today, guys.
buddy.
See
Good
you
luck,
guys.
man. Keep us posted on
We'll
everything.
do. Hey, you help me with the dishes, please?
What?
Help with the dishes. And yeah, so next time for the, I still love
Thank
the
you, buddy.
concept of the tortilla. I think it was a great idea, but it needs more salted egg. It needs more lapsang, and I would probably add some, maybe like an herb pesto, like a cilantro, raw rum, pesto-y thing to put on top and give it a little more boost. But pretty cool. Like in conclusion, I'm pretty satisfied with this. I think this was a good Viet Tapas representation. I think we were inspired and accurately represented Spanish tapas with a little Viet flair to it, or with some Vietnamese touches. So I'm happy with today's results. I think that was pretty cool. I think that's it. We're gonna stay on for another second or two. Let me just see if I can catch up because there's a lot going on here. Fred Tank, good. Chad, sniffing salt, cool. Sounds like they are trying to get around from the U.S. towers, but that's where the Chinese moving here. I agree. Well, we'll see. It needed something on the side, pickled onions or pickled shallot or pickled chili on the potato tortilla would have been very good. Yes. Okay, cool. I guess we're kind of caught up here. It's a second to get down. Whoa, I see some kick comments. Oh, that's Corrupt Viet, dude. Thank you for representing the kick community. Yeah, we love growing. We love growing. I think on Twitch we're at 220 followers now or something, subscribers. Pretty exciting. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like down below. Give us a comment. Could be anything. Chad, you're great. Chad, you suck. Chad, I hate you so much. Anything is wonderful and appreciated. Also, bicycle is a new favorite to throw in the comment section. If you know, you know. That is a little inside joke there. Yeah, if you want to go to Future with me, check out chadkubenhoff.com. Make sure you subscribe to our new CKSK channel, where all of our streams are beautifully, tightly edited down to a 15 to 20 minute video. They're gorgeous, so well edited, so beautiful. If you don't have time to watch a 2-hour live stream, you can go check out the edited version on the CKSK page. And also, all of these live streams are immediately available to rewatch or to catch up if you missed anything, so you can see them as well. I think that's it. We got a couple dishes coming up next. Thank you, Bicycle. Next Monday, Vietnamese sushi. So that'll be the next thing we do. If you guys have any ideas that you want to see, whether it's a roll or a nigiri, you have any ideas, you can throw it in. I wouldn't put it in this chat, but maybe in any comment section on any recent Instagram, TikTok videos, YouTube videos. I'll try to take a peek on Sunday to get some ideas. I think that's it. Tang, you got anything else?
No.
Trey, you got anything else?
No.
Thank you so much for watching the TikTok community and every other community over here. Have a great day. See you later. Peace. Cool. That's a bang-a-ranger.
Okay.
Yes, sir.